Oh, you already did it on the group. All right, whatever.
He did?
He did.
Nice.
Or at least on the one group. Or I'll do it on the other one.
Cool.
Keep track of how many groups there are.
There's like
800.
There's a
Is
lot.
that right?
And I'm going to do it on here because apparently it doesn't post in Discord anymore.
Weird.
It used to.
I'm going to drop into 2077.
It posts to our Discord when we go live.
Hasn't the last couple of times.
Oh, it didn't?
Nope.
Weird.
Your post earlier in the day does, but not the automatic one.
What in tarnation?
Yeah, good old computers.
Cyberpunk Uncensored.
Hey, we're live. What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Hola.
Hey.
Hello.
Really, I still feel dead inside.
Jesus.
Starting out dark.
Well, and Coupler enters the room.
So that does usually mean a corpse is about to happen.
That's funny. What's up, Renegade? I see you in chat. See everybody coming in early. Really appreciate that.
He never left.
Yeah, he's been here the entire time. It's insane. But yeah, before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to everybody who's supporting the Patreon. Really means a lot. And Nino Gaming, Chris Anderson, Steve Barr from Sirenscape, who Sirenscape is also a sponsor of ours we love. Jason Weaver, Matt James, who's also GM Reservoir Panda. You can see him streaming live with us every Sunday. Samurai Mac, Corruption Rothan, who's also Renegade right there in chat. Simon Peter, Method, and Nick Mastro Filippo. So I really appreciate all of you guys and all the support you give. It really does mean a lot. As far as all of us kicking out a lot of content here at Cyberpunk Uncensored. We're expanding even more too. Aside from the weekly gameplay, we're doing, more series like the Night City Live and the Deep Dive. We've got some other things coming up with some other creators and people and some players, some other series, just some things I can't talk about yet, but just a bunch of things in the works. So we're just constantly expanding. It's really cool. So definitely subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Twitch so you don't miss anything. But yeah, let's get into it. Last Wednesday, well, why don't we do this? Hollow, Ariel, Hollow. Do you want to do a recap of what went down last week since your fans out there demand it? And then I'll just interject. If anything's missed, obviously any of us can interject and stuff like we always do when any of us are trying to recap shit. But it's requested that Hollow does the recaps.
Okay. So we start out going like, okay, Janice. Oh, wait, that ain't your real name now, is it? So we leave her at our place, which we're a little hesitant about because she's already robbed 2 people. But, like, she's injured, so we don't think she can carry much away. So we go... Wait, we're going out to this bombed-out town where she has supposedly put the... Sorry, where she supposedly put the money. So we go out there, and it's a completely bombed out place, and we see one company over there, like, doing construction and stuff, which I totally thought we were going to get involved with, but we ended up not. And we
Me
found
too.
a little...
Just so you know, me too.
Keep our noses clean. That has been established. We don't cause problems everywhere we go.
It's true.
But we met some lovely people who were helped us get a new tire that got blown out. Coupler did a small patch on it, but that's like worked for like 30 minutes. And then like we distracted them by going like, hey, we're going to work on the power. We actually did work on the power, but we're going like, hey, we're going to work on the power. And then and then Onryo's like looking around for the money. And Hollow's just like doing tricks on the rope, just like, fuck you, Coupler. I'm Danny as fuck.
Next time you find the rope.
She did have some amazing athletics rolls. She was tearing it up and down that rope comparatively to Coupler.
So, while we're like making everyone happy, outside there's Raven who's going like skulking around, radioactive skulking around. Um, and somebody sees her. She's just like, instead of going like, "Hey, Raven," like she usually does, she went like, "Hey."
He didn't see me. Actually, I was stopping him from doing something stupid. So I pretty much kept us from having to deal with the company I work for. So I put him to sleep. I didn't hurt him. Didn't rob him. I cradled him night night.
Night.
Sleep.
For like
You
3
almost
turns.
got caught though.
No, I didn't. I played it off pretty small. I was smooth. That was good.
Unreal leaves with a big like thing under his clothes, just like with all the money, and we like go like, "Yeah, thank you," and they're going like, "Hey, do you want us to jack up your tire?" And we're like, "No, just let us go with this money. You didn't need to know it was here." Anyway, and that was about it. I don't know if I missed anything.
No, I think that was pretty much all of it. That's the gist of it. We'll call it Hollow's notes, like Cliff's notes. That's the Hollow's notes of the story there. But yeah, and then we left off, like you said, you kind of avoided them offering to help since you guys knew Raven choked out the guy near the van. I believe Coupler was just put on the new tire, and you guys were getting ready to leave when once again Kid left another message with Onryo. Saying, "Hey, your girl never hit me up. I'm calling it a night. Also, you want to tell me why you and your girl are all over this? We're all over the scream sheets today." And
Oh yeah.
and
I
Coupler,
forgot about that.
yeah, and but that's kind of where we left off. We left off exactly right there. You got the tire done. You're getting ready to leave, and got that message that Onryo was ignoring, and you're heading back down the road, down the mountainous road. Which way are you heading out of town? Are you going to go back the same way you came, or are you going to take the other road this time?
Well, we're gonna head out to those. We got that Tsunami Arms Helix coordinates they gave us because we were so nice to them.
Oh, are we gonna do that? I guess now.
Do you want to drive all the way out here again? Because I don't.
Not
Well,
really.
that's another day's
Oh,
travel
is-
further. Remember, that wasn't right
Yeah,
out
that-
here. That's actually even further.
Oh, I thought it was only half a day. And how much do you like Janice again?
It's a fair amount, and if I disappear, Kid is going to kill me because I'm associated with Janice. I dated the wrong girl.
That's a pretty common trait for you, but
Oh,
that goes around all of us. And
yeah.
also, Kid's gonna kill us for something anyways. It's Kid.
Yeah, well, I'd
I
prefer
remember
it
his
not be
unemployment plan.
Well, I don't feel like driving around with all this money.
Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah.
have a lot of money on us right now.
Let's go get rid of it.
I think the Helix can wait. If we
That'd be
ever
another
want to
fun
come
little
back, we
mission.
can come back. But
Yeah.
True.
ultimately, it's not like something we need all that much.
You say that now.
Yeah, but I would rather like deal with the money issue and of course we still need to figure out. I need to figure out what Kid's talking about of
Why we're on a screen
being
sheet.
on the scream sheets, because that's a little weird.
True. But Vegas, it's not that far, right? Just Vegas.
Then we gotta drive all the way back. So let's just head back to where we
Which
need
is
to
like
go.
2 days. Plus, we have to sleep at some point. So
Yeah, true. And exactly what are we going back to in Night City?
our place.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
we just cleared it out.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was the other thing too. Is you got when you took off, you had Lola.
Yeah, Gristle. You gotta go back with Gristle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gristle's there.
I at least
too.
like Gristle.
But also Lola, who's already met Janice, who's now Alexis, who you found out. But her, I guess, and a couple of the girls were there to
Babysit.
watch the warehouse and babysit and
Yeah.
stuff. And they brought you all that pile of armor and stuff to fix over time. Whenever you get a chance for them to.
Yeah, okay. So much for Vegas. What's left of Vegas?
I forgot about that.
Maybe Reno. Next time.
Yeah,
All right, we're heading back.
This should just head out the same road, no?
Go
Pretty
back.
much.
Other than I
I-
guess we have to be careful not to hit the same shit that we hit on the way in.
Yeah, I would much rather do it that way. Nice and slow. I feel like
Okay.
taking a new road is just a bad idea.
Okay, well, going this way, you know that you're going to encounter this DV13 during this bumpy, horrendous sort of area that you went through last time. The original thing that popped your tire.
I mean, unless you want to try the other one, but no guarantee that's any better.
Right, that's true.
Yep.
So yeah,
Go for the devil I know.
Yeah, fair. You have luck
All
now
right,
too.
we're all holding on.
You I'm about to leave in the desert.
Shut up.
Ow.
but yeah, give me that driving. You're heading down. It's getting kind of bumpy. You're getting to that the most fucked up part of the road, we'll say.
I'm gonna drop a luck on that.
Oh, that's funny.
Nice, you made it.
Okay, 17.
Yeah, you were anticipating it this time. You knew what to expect, and you maneuvered the vehicle perfectly around all the bullshit. You protected the new tire that luckily also fit, and you're making your way back. It's going to take, almost a day's travel, like we said before, to get back, which is taking you all the way through the night. I've got a question here because during that time, you're really pushing it here. You're driving. You're going. You drove all day to get out there. You went all night. Hanging out there and doing what you did to get the money. Now you're driving a whole day's back. Do you plan on trying to sleep in the vehicle or something along those lines on the way back? Or are you just going to kind of tough it out and go on no sleep?
I'm going to tough it out. If I can't go to Vegas, I might as well at least try to make this the shortest trip possible.
Okay.
And I don't want the scavs looking for us if they realize we never came back and get a little unhappy.
Yeah, and what about
we pissed off people at motels already, so we can't really stay at one of those.
Yeah, so with Coupler pushing himself like this, he's already getting a guaranteed -2, just from being so tired. It might even be a -4, but I know it's a -2 because everybody else is going to have, if they're planning on trying to sleep in the vehicle and avoid that -2, you're going to have to beat a DV of 15 endurance to see, if you can endure sleeping in this van on the way back to at least get some sleep. Otherwise, guaranteed -2.
Was there any reason not to try to do that? I mean,
I wouldn't see why not. You don't have to drive. It's only
Yeah,
only Coupler has to deal with it.
Obviously, he can't because.
But he can kill us all. He can drive us off the road by falling asleep.
At least you won't be awake then.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
So yeah, go ahead. Everybody, give me.
Yeah,
your
I mean, I guess
endurance
we
check.
would at least try to.
Yeah, give it a
obviously
shot.
the intent is
it's kind
to,
of your only chance. Yeah, you can only
Yeah.
get sleep. There's nowhere else to sleep. It's going to be a day's drive back into Night City.
So what is it exactly?
Endurance.
What is that based on? Because I don't think I have.
Yeah, I don't have
It
that.
sounds like will, but don't quote me on that. I don't have it right.
It's Will. I
Okay.
have it.
Yeah, will.
Okay, so it's just Will.
Oh, you don't have it?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I just have Will. I have 6 though
I have
for
Will
Will.
too. So I have 4.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I
So,
might as well just
D10?
roll it because there's no point in trying to put luck in it. More than likely, I'm going to end up not succeeding anyways.
Yeah, go for it. It's got to be a
So-
15. It's difficult.
Yeah, so nope.
Yeah, you got a -2, just like Coupler.
Eventually, I have to learn how to do it like on Rio's doing it. So this is plus
Just
4.
/roll space like 1d10 plus whatever.
Okay. So like do the plus sign.
Like that, but
Did
just no
mine go
period
in?
the front of it.
What's that?
Okay.
Did mine go in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
you
yours,
it.
Raven.
Can I
Uh,
do a test roll just
yeah,
to
so
see if I can get it right?
Yeah, go ahead. You can do that, but you already failed it. So you on Rio, Coupler, you all have -2 to
Well,
anything you do right
what's
now.
your will? I mean, your will's probably not high enough.
I think she said
Yeah.
4.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
4.
Um,
I'm just doing a
but
test
Raven-
one so I learn the system.
Yeah, no problem. But Raven, you were able to pull it off. You're used to living on the streets and kind of toughing it
Sleeping
out.
through anything.
Exactly. You can sleep through anything when you really have to, so you were able to. So you're okay. But you guys make it back, do the whole day's drive. Other than getting sleep, anything else you want to do?
I mean,
Check
I want to
out-
see if I can look up whatever stream sheet.
Yeah, I was
garbage the
gonna
kid's
say
talking
we can look
about.
that up.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll throw that on my agent that's internal.
Yeah, you can do that.
Just be like, what? Like look up my name or like my whatever, just see what he's talking about.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, go ahead, do that. I'm going to open up Sirenscape, make sure that everybody has your Sirenscape open. Shout out to them as a sponsor, really appreciate them. Let me see if we can get some sounds going.
Yes, I hear some drum beats.
At least get some, I just want to get some city sounds going since you guys are getting back to Night City.
And you have to do 1d10, and then you have to do like /roll, and then space, and then 1d10 plus like 5 or whatever. It might be easier just to use the button on the left hand side.
Exactly. Just hit that dice and then you just put in the modifier. But yeah, ultimately you look it up, you basically see that no matter which Scream sheet you look up, IMG and all the others, there's a news blurb that's basically, it's got an image and a link to a security footage of Onryo and Hollow in the lobby of that motel. And it's basically a story talking about two people checking into a hotel, and normally this wouldn't make news of what happened. It would just be another count in the body count of Night City. But the fact it was tied to the Sokolov family out of New York, and one dead being one of the sons of Benny Sokolov, and then another injured, it made news because they're interested in exactly what this is about. And although they don't keep records of people that stay, they do have your images in the Scream sheet and a video of that security. It has Hollow and Onryo, and it's basically it's basically looking for any leads. It says that City Police Precinct number 3 is currently looking for any leads that they can for questioning in these two suspects, and it has you two there. And then aside from that, it has a quote from Blaze, the evening and daytime manager of the Motel 66, and it basically just says, I didn't suspect something like that coming from them. They didn't look like the type. But I did get these pictures as they were tearing out of the parking lot, and it shows you getting into a van, and then it says there's 2 other suspects. You can see maybe an outline of Raven and Coupler in the van or something, but that isn't even coming out at all. But they are pulling out.
Like, we know who it is, but like...
Exactly.
Yeah.
We should invest in mask.
Stayed in the van.
But that's what it is. It's basically putting a report out because of it involving that family, and any leads on you two for questioning.
On the bright side, I did a civil service there.
And just so you know, City Precinct number 3, it's over there in New Westbrook, which is near where that Motel 66 is, which is right outside the executive zone.
So basically an area we should stay away from for a while.
Yeah.
Well, this is NCPD though, just so you know.
Yeah, but still, you wouldn't want to be in the same area that...
Yeah.
You don't want to drive by one. Like, hey. That's what...
Yeah. Oh, I have light tattoos I can just turn on all the time now. So, looks a little different.
Yeah, but you guys get back, you make the travels, and you get back to the warehouse. Alexis is there. She looks much more healed, and much more herself as far as being able to move around and do things. Aside from that, Lola's there. A couple of the girls from the Willow Sisterhood, and yeah, Gristle, and he's excited to see you. He's barking and going crazy.
Oh, that's doggo.
But you get back, Lola's just like, "Hey, how did it go?"
I forget. Did we do the hotel and then immediately go out there?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Well, maybe a few hours in between, but not too much time.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
probably
we go for a hot minute.
day and a half, I say.
We all look beat. We're like, eee.
Yeah, we're all like, except for you, you're kind of somewhat okay, but
Yeah, Raven got a little bit of rest.
the rest of us are like, just
Yeah,
like,
I grabbed the dog and I'm like,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I grabbed the dog and I grabbed Lola and I'm like, let's go for a walk and do our perimeters. Check the area.
All right, cool. Yeah, you can fill me in on how shit went. And she goes
Pretty
with
sure
you
that's
there.
not sugar in her coffee there.
ridiculous.
Yeah, and Alexis comes up to you, Hollow, and she's like, "Did you find it? Was it all there?"
As far as we can tell.
Oh, we counted it, right?
I believe he said that was all of it that was there.
I mean, you never did count it, but I mean, you could go through it now, and it does appear to all be there. There's close to 100,000, probably about 90, maybe 95,000 there.
Yeah, I figured we knew, like, based on like the size, maybe not the exact count, but that like this is roughly about, you know.
All the money that was there was that.
Yeah.
She stuff in your body.
You know, I'll hand, like, now that we have it, like, obviously we need the 50 so we can go over to Mr. Nostradamus.
Yeah.
So he can at least start that process. So I'll grab that, and then, you know, I'll hand the rest of it to Hollow, and I'll go walk over to Nostradamus just to get that, like, immediately started.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. You head over there. And obviously, you know, you get to the front gate, and as usual, you're able just to kind of wave to the cameras and get let in. He recognizes you right away. And you get in, and Nostradamus is there. He's like, "Hey, did everything go good? Are we moving forward? I have everything lined up. You said you were getting it, right?"
Yep, we got it. So, like, I'll hand over the bricks or whatever they're in, you know.
Yeah, he takes it and he starts feeding it through a machine as he's talking to you, and it's like counting it out and stuff. And he's just, and as it's going through, he just says, "Yeah, the last information I need a full name, you know, just basic credentials that I can plug in. Did she decide on a name?"
I'll find out. Can I, you know, I don't know if I have his contact to, like, message him what it is, or if he would prefer I just walk back over here. Maybe I'll walk back over here. I'll do the Johnny Mnemonic sneaker net, just so it's not, like, written down. So what exactly you need? The name?
I just need the full name. We have everything ready to go. Once I plug it, she'll have all the credentials with the new name. And I've already got you the appointment. You can go to one of the most trusted docs in town. He deals with all this discreet sort of shit. You just got to go meet with him. Get him the 50. Yep, this is all here. This 50K. He counted it out. He's like, you can even do the delivery of the cash right there. It's all in hand and get it done.
Oh, so the money is going to him rather than Nostradamus himself?
Yeah, this part's going to him.
Okay. All right, well, so I guess I'll grab it back from him then, like, and then, you know, I'll, let you know, and then, you know, if you can give me the contact info of this, you know, doctor or whatever, then we'll go from there.
Yeah, he gives you the contact.
All right. So
it's like basically just an address.
An address, okay. Yeah, so I'll walk back over and hand the money over to Hollow and be like, apparently we're going to deliver this to, and I'll send Hollow the address, which he will take care of the doctor aspect of it. The only thing Nostradamus needs is a new name.
Yeah. So I'll ask
Alexis, Janice, whatever her name is. She
has
multiple
Janice,
ones at this point.
Yeah, and just to be clear, like, you're paying the doc, he's gonna have everything. Nostradamus is getting it all plugged in, and then once you pay him, he'll have everything, you know, installed, changed, even any serial numbers to new cyber or anything they do with Alexis, the new name or whatever, instantly to the new credentials. He'll have everything for you right there. Nostradamus will get it all to him, but you got to pay the doc for it, you know. But yeah, when you explain that, yeah, Alexis says to Hala, she's like, you know, I, you know, haven't been able to think of anything for the past days other than healing and hopefully starting a new life, but what should my name be? I mean, you're saving me. I'd be happy to take whatever name you think is fitting. She's looking to you, Hala. But they need a full name, you know, first and last.
Jolene Rachel. Oh, it can't be Rachel Ray. That would be way too obvious. Rachel. Janine Rachel Miller? Or should it be something more... No, let's see.
I think nothing close to Janice, nothing close to Alexis.
Carrie?
Yeah.
Julian Carey?
Janexus?
No J. No J and no A.
No
so
Renegade said her name is Trouble.
no J, no A.
Trouble.
I like that.
She is Trouble. How about Terry Jones?
Terry Jones?
No, that's a J. Terry
The last
Miller?
name is fine, Jones. Is it?
Yeah, that
She's
should
the
be
most
fine.
indecisive person to choose a name.
Yeah. Terry Jones. There you go.
Sarah Jones is fine.
I like that actually.
All right. Yeah, Alexis just smiles. She's like, then I guess you're calling me Terry from now on. Or Miss Jones if you're nasty. She starts laughing.
That was right.
Oh
I
my.
just shake my head and be like, "Oh yikes!"
But yeah, you,
So like,
somewhere.
I'll like since while they're doing, it's like that's what we're doing. I'll go walk over and tell Mr. Nostradamus that's the name.
Okay,
And then,
yeah,
it's
you-
time to we need some rest for some of us, and we need to also figure out what we're gonna do with what's his name, kid. So.
all right. Well, if you want, spend the day resting and just make sure you make the appointment tonight. It's things like this have to be very discreet, on time. Get it done. Get out of there.
Oh yeah. So like I tell him we'll go back, and then since there's only one of us right now that could drive, really. I mean, I guess we can just.
So much.
I mean, there's also cabs too.
Well, you can sleep during the day. You have during the day now if anybody needs to rest.
Yeah, some of us, need to rest and then figure out.
Yeah, you pretty much lose the afternoon, lose the day. You're just gonna have to spend it sleeping, so you get rid of that -2.
So while I'm, if the idea is I'm resting, I'm going to like set my agent to just grab all the info that it can find while I'm asleep on like the Sokolovs and like, any new news, related to that, situation.
Okay.
And then anything related to, also if there's any, semi-public or whatever that the agent can, dig up, if there's anything that related with kid with Sokolovs, like, how if they have any relationship. Presumably, if he's dealing with Zarafa right now, I would think he's, maybe having some there, stuff there. So
Yeah. What's everybody else doing? Raven, obviously, you don't need to take a nap during the day to recoup, so you're fine. You can hang out with Gristle if there's anything else you needed to do.
Well, I was just gonna put Gristle back, let him take a nap, and hang out with Coupler where he takes a nap. And I was gonna wander the neighborhood and check out the area.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Give me a perception roll.
she's trying to find more people to choke out.
Yeah, she's just bored. She needs people to choke out.
Only a few small robberies committed.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, neighborhood looks pretty secure actually. It's nothing out of the ordinary, nothing crazy or bad going on. But you do notice a couple junky-looking style people walk by, kind of scoping out the warehouse, looking up and down, looking a little confused, and then they keep walking. That same sort of, every once in a while you notice that sort of shit. I think you've said it before, this place used to, deal drugs.
Yeah, we still have the drugs.
Yeah, it might be some
I still smell it.
stragglers coming around looking for scraps, But yeah, other than that, nothing out of the ordinary. You guys get up on Rio, you check the agent. It actually has a list of numerous Scream Sheet releases coming up over the Sokolov family. A lot of them being over the past 48 hours, all about that Night City One of the sons was murdered. Another one of the members was injured. The other son is not found, but was reported to being there, but wasn't part of it apparently. But all the reports are pretty much coming out of New York. There doesn't seem to be an attachment to the Sokolov family and Zerafa. Both being Russian, but they're not really, doesn't seem like they're tied, at least not in news or anything like that. There doesn't, also nothing seems to be tying them to Kid or anything like that. A lot of the reports or any news or anything that are coming out seem to be more not just shocked that they were murdered over in Night City, but what the hell were the Sokolov family coming over to Night City anyways? There's both sides of that coming, but a lot of Night City reports against it, saying, we need another crime family now from New York coming into Night City and shit like that. But nothing tying it to Zerafa, nothing tying it to Kid.
Questions of like why they're even here to begin with, type thing. Interesting.
Yeah, well, I think it was Alexis, Terry, now Terry, Janice, who turned Alexis, who is now Terry. I think she was explaining, she overheard them talking about trying to set up some money laundering operation out of Little Japantown. Wasn't that what it was?
Yeah, I think so.
Something along those lines. And then happened to stumble across her while they were there. Just bad luck.
Well, I would say if it's a matter of dropping off the money right now, Hollow and I should probably lay low. At some point, we need to figure out how we're, going to handle Kid ultimately to begin with. Because he still wants to talk to Hollow.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the high volume of 12 gauge will do the job pretty well.
I mean,
You're
that's
not
where
wrong,
we're going.
but
that seems like a real interesting tidbit. But
well, your guys' appointment at this Ripper Docks is coming up. You got to pretty much be there in like the next hour. You're gonna have to leave like now if you're trying to get there. But you guys can still talk amongst each other, some planning and future stuff or whatever.
Yeah, I would just have like, Raven and Coupler go and drop her off. Because I mean, at this point, we're just dropping her off. Like, right? We're not
dropping her off and dropping the money off.
Yeah, the money. But like, it's it's gonna take a while, presumably, to do whatever they're doing.
Well, yeah, they're giving her a whole new face and ripping her arm off, aren't they?
I don't know if it's the entire, like, they're doing the arm, but yeah, I mean, they're doing the biosculpting thing.
I mean, you guys, and that's what Alexis said. She looks to you, Hollow. She's like, you're not just dropping me off. She's like, you're going to be there with me, right? She's like, and how am I going to look? You need to describe me.
Doctor, how you want to look.
Like, this is all new to me. Tell me, how should I look? She's looking to you, Hollow.
a little bit.
Well, draw her a picture.
Okay.
Sketch it out. Go to a magazine, cut it out.
Yeah, it's like propose to the agent. Get a face that's very popular.
Okay. I have something in mind. I'm forgetting if you can have like any color eyes in this, or like it's still just natural.
She's getting biosculpted to so whatever. So presumably you can change everything.
Okay. Because
there is a cyberware that also does that as well.
Well, and you were saying you were going to try to replace an arm or something.
That's what I said, because we were supposed to take her arm as evidence.
Only if we were going to fake her death without Nostradamus. We're not taking...
Yeah, I mean, if that's not needed, there's no reason to, unless she wants it. But
don't worry,
at least get some dental, get some teeth or something, so we can prove that she's dead or something.
That's gonna be fun, and that's gonna totally make sense. Here's like a handful of teeth.
We can make it look like a fire in her apartment. She came back. Anything to get some kind of DNA.
Like I said, they're handling it. That's the 50,000, credits. That was the whole point of having them do all that.
Still want to hear that. Citizens of shit. The describe what she's gonna be like. Hello.
So big droopy eyes, A-line cut that's purple, big lips, but more of a small nose, more skinny, and just like a very skinny, lean, and well, you can't really change height.
You can, it's just not pleasant.
Like I said, you can change pretty much anything as far as I know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just depends how much you want to be in
I feel really bad changing her height.
That's one of those things that like makes it much harder to tell who it is.
Yeah, okay, you're gonna be a little bit shorter.
Oh god.
And I think that's it.
Okay. And what would be cool
It's
too?
not the best.
No, but she's fine with whatever you pick. You know, you're saving her, and she's happy for you to kind of decide her name, her look, and all that. But I think it would be kind of fun, just out of game real quick, by next session or sometime, maybe look for some type of avatar or imagery that resembles the new Janice, Alexis, now Terry. The new look. You know what I mean? That would be kind of fun.
Do you mind if I draw something, or like?
Sure, yeah, you can do that.
Up?
Of course, yeah, you can draw it. You can find a picture, avatar, anything you want. But yeah, she's down with that. She's excited and thankful. But she looks scared. You know, nervous, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, are we all going? Or is the idea of like just Raven and Coupler?
I'm pretty sure it's just me and
this hollow,
me and
like...
Raven going.
And
you guys are on the hot sheets right now, so.
Yeah, and the Lola and the girls from Willow Sisterhood, they look at you and just say, well, it's, you know, we've hung out long enough. We probably should have left even before you guys took a nap and stuff, but it's cool. We hung out with Raven and Gristle and everything. But yeah, if you know, just let us know whenever you can get that shit repaired. That'd be great, Coupler. And hey, if you and Raven ever need anything, just hit us up.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate you guys helping out for these last few days. I'll try to get to this as soon as I can. If I don't come back, well, you know what happened. Seems to be a running trend around here. Hopefully I'll still be here.
Check on Grizzle.
Yeah, make sure Raven takes care of her.
Yeah, she
Raven's like the only one taking care of this dog.
No, Raven's the only one trying to teach his dog, so we can't teach it because we don't know Japanese.
I give her my scraps.
Dogs are smart. They could learn both.
Yeah, she's bilingual.
Yeah.
I thought Gristle's a boy.
You said girl, and I just went with it.
I know, I was...
He's a boy.
It's a big boy.
He's a little man dog. He's a little guy.
I thought Gristle
boy
picked.
dog.
But yeah, so me and Raven will go drop off.
Okay, so I guess I'll make sure that my look is very plain, very not description. So when we go drop this person off, I don't like nobody's like, who are these people?
Yeah, Coupler's gonna put on his anti-smog mask, whether he really needs it or not, just to break up his face outline.
Yeah, Alexis, now Terry, she's kind of really freaking out and crying, and she's kind of grabbing, you know, hugging on the hollow and stuff and saying, you got to come with me. What am I doing? I have to go through all this major surgery by myself, and then what are we doing after this?
You worked for Kid, a monster who's killed people for a day. Why are you crying now? Let's go.
Don't have me choke you out.
She gives Coupler a dirty look. She's still hugging on Hollow.
She'll have to cover her face up with something crazy to even try to go.
Yeah. Hollow's very much wanted. She's too hot right now. It's like, we'll bring you back to her and then we'll get you out of here.
Yeah, I'm too hot. I'm gonna have to explain to Kid. Kid's gonna probably try and come over to me really soon. So you want to be as far away from me as possible.
Yeah, we gotta take her somewhere else to get healed. We can't bring her back to our place. So we gotta figure that out
tell
too.
Kid where we live now. Why are people gonna be telling Kid this?
No,
doesn't
no,
need to
you
know
know
where
what
they're
your
telling
kid will be
kids
there.
shit that we're at.
No,
Exactly.
No.
He's probably gonna find out though.
All right, well, let's go. Let's go. Let's get her in the car
Yes.
before I throw her in. The Raven will toss her.
Okay, I start shuffling or do the car.
Yeah, she gets she gets in. She's just really scared and crying, and now she's kind of like, I don't know, giving you a hassle, Hollow, as well. She seems really upset at all this.
You put yourself into this.
Conversation roll.
Yeah, you can try to change her mood a bit about it.
Okay. Give me a sec. Conversation, concentration, conversation.
Nice. Yeah, it's not really working. No matter what you say, she's still persistent about, like, I can't believe you're just sending me off and having them just drop me off at some ripper dock and going through all this by myself. She's just crying.
Onryo is just like, is going to go sit and start working on something.
He's like, I'm high.
Nah. Hollow's being very stoic. She's trying not to cry. But she's like going like, this is for the best, man. Okay.
This isn't even the hard part.
Yeah, this is the easy part.
We still got to get there. Get your ass in the damn car.
Yeah, she's crying. She gets in, but she's still really upset.
Give her a sedative or something. Can you give her something to
knock her out?
Relax her.
I think one more of those.
Oh my god, I am a terrible girlfriend.
I would say not. It's time to mellow out. People think Xanax. Like, what the fuck? I'm
not a pharmacy
Valium.
I'm a snacker. Keeps crying the whole way. I'm doing her a damn favor.
Okay.
You could try to persuade her through by intimidation. Raven, that might work. Scare the girl more.
She'll just keep crying. We'll have to suffocate.
So, should I do pharmacy for, yeah, I should do pharmacy for, medicine.
What?
What are you trying to do?
Give her a Xanax or something.
No, I mean, you already have one made, don't you? Or did you? One of
one of the air hypos? I think we have one left, don't we?
Yeah, the 8-hour knockout one.
Oh, that would knock her out for 8 hours. Yeah.
Can't have her knocked out.
No, we just need something to give her to chill out until we get there. Unless someone has to shut her up with a back smack.
Yeah, we'll say you can at least have some type of general, like, painkiller or something along those lines. I imagine as a med tech you'd have something, in your first aid kit or whatever, right?
One of those,
Just a generic thing,
Yeah, like,
and they're probably expired, so they probably will fucking give her something kind of a little.
They always are.
Yeah, so give her 2 of them. Knock her ass out. Let's go.
Yeah, she takes it. She's like, I'm trusting you, and then she takes it.
I just...
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I wave
just like,
as I'm like kind of messing around with my deck, trying to
get out of here.
It's just like I
yeah.
Fair adieu.
Yeah, that's fine. So she's upset, but she takes those pills. She says to you, Holly, okay, I'm trusting you, and she's just crying. As obviously Coupler and Raven are driving away. On Rio and Hollow, you're back at the warehouse. What are you guys doing while Coupler and Raven are heading out?
So a couple things. One, I'm looking to see if there's any before we head out, I guess we should, because I don't think we did this.
I'm gonna try.
Has everyone taken their Tiger Claw money so I can take it off my sheet? I think
no.
No. Okay. Because we have that 5,000 that we never separated. So everyone, what is it?
It's 1,250.
Yeah, 1,250. So I'll take it off mine and actually add it to my real title. So everyone gets 1,250. And then I'm doing a couple things. One, I'm looking to see if there's any jobs, as it were. I'm making more like shopping list stuff, and basically I'm upgrading my interface skill.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So basically kind of just like looking up more stuff on like how to do that, you know, kind of like spending the time learning like new things.
Hollow?
Okay. I'm gonna make a rapid detox. Do I have to roll anything for that?
I don't have it right in front of me, but
let me look. I think
it's a 13 or a 15 maybe.
It's a 13.
Okay.
13 medical tech check, and you can make it costs you 200 EB of materials.
And you lose that if you don't, right?
And you lose that if you fail.
Right.
But if you succeed, you make as many equal to your med tech skill
froze for
in 1 hour.
But yeah, make the roll. Go for it.
I should have put a luck on that.
You still can, technically, I guess.
Well, is it too late to put a luck on that?
I think he was doing like if you want to up it by 1, just use 2 luck instead of 1.
Yeah, you can use 2 luck to get that up to where it needs to be. But yeah.
Okay, I'll put that down.
Yeah, do that, and then you've got it. Yep.
And then whatever your medical tech, or I guess it'd be what, 3?
No, she just increased her.
It was a surgery, but no, her med tech is 3, but her what is it? Is it for med tech or for how many ranks are in front of you?
I thought it was rank.
It's medical tech. It's so if you add something to pharmaceutical or cryosystem, it adds to your medical tech skill.
Right.
So whatever.
I'm saying how many doses has to do
it's whatever your medical tech is.
Right.
Oh, then it's 3.
So yeah, if her medical tech points is 3 right now, then she gets 3 doses.
Yep. That's what I said. You got it. All right. So write those down. Deduct the cost of materials at 200. And you just increased your total rank recently, right? Your roll ability.
Awesome. I believe so. Eric, you added that to my sheet, right?
Nice. Yeah, that's all. We put that in your surgery, so you have a 6 in surgery. Heck, you could have done the biosculpt.
So give me yes.
Yeah, that would be a little much.
Yeah, so Raven and Coupler, back to you. You guys are making your way through. You look at the address. It's a Ripper Docks in South Night City. Give me an intellect check, which is just a 1d10, and you're trying to roll your intelligence stat or lower.
So just intellect?
Yeah. No. Just a 1d10. Just a 1d10.
Well, yeah, that's definitely lower than my 7 intellect.
In the game. Oh, burn! What's your
lukewarm?
What's your intellect stat, Raven?
7.
Okay, cool. Yeah, both of you recognize right away when you're heading to South Night City. This address is actually to Doc Z. You've been there before. He's that veteran ex-trauma team Ripper Doc guy, real trusted in South Night City for being discreet and all that good shit. You've been there.
This wasn't the one that Kid sent us to, right?
Yeah. He's the one after the night market when you got shit installed. The one that wanted to hire.
As a Raven stayed quiet and was like, "Wait a minute, this is not good." I know it's all about money, but we can't be seen with her.
So think of, is Doc Z reliable enough to not rat us out? That part I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, presumably, like, he already knows, just to be clear, if this is the Ripper Doc, this is who Nostradamus has already, like, set this up with.
Yeah.
So...
forewarning would have been useful on Ryu.
Hey, he didn't tell me this, He just gave me an address.
Yeah, this is gonna be bad. Alright. No, if you gotta get her done anyways, then he already knows, so... Might as well at least follow through with it. Hope 50,000 would be keep him quiet.
Put your head down, go in by yourself. Bye.
Sounds about right for you. It'll be okay. Stay in the van, cover me. It's the worst that could happen.
Alright, couple, you take her in. Bye.
Yeah.
How old's your girl? How old's your girl?
Yeah, I'm taking the key. I'm taking the van to the key, so you can't drive off and crash.
God damn it.
Oh, you know a hot wire.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got it.
Get away, driver.
I'm gonna stick away from the cameras.
Yeah, I still got it. You pull up, you get there. It's in that kind of dingy market area part of South Night City where you get to that back alley sort of Ripperdoc. Oh, it has everybody's tokens there. Maybe Janice was Gidget at one point, his secretary, but here, let me remove.
You just used the same icon.
Here.
Yeah, maybe.
Let me remove. Okay, there you guys are. And this is Doc Z. Yeah, there he is, Mr. Doc Z. Oh yeah, and
Look,
Raven.
it's hold on, Ryu.
Oh,
Yeah, Raven backed up because
sorry.
Raven's like, I'm outside.
Oh yeah,
There
that
you
is
go.
the old icon. Damn, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, look at he had blonde hair and everything, didn't he?
Yeah, it was just the one, character we found on. So it would have been before December.
But yeah, you get there. Coupler, you get in there. Here, let me move. Terry.
Yeah, I'm gonna just look around and just not to avoid the cameras to be seen.
Give me another
This is
perception.
South Night City. I doubt we have real cameras back down here.
I don't know what the hell's going on around here, but
Yeah, give me a perception, Raven, out there.
so much bullshit.
Yeah, dingy market area. There's like a motel and food area and clothing shop and Subway nearby and just people going around, some shopping, some just hanging out, very combat zone-esque. But this is kind of like the less violent part, I guess. More shopping a little bit here in South Night City, but it's kind of where Doc Z is. As far as cameras, the only cameras you see are maybe at some of these places like that hotel or across the street in the clothing spot. You can see, some typical security cameras and stuff, but who knows if they're working or not, but that's all you see out there, just normal stuff, nothing out of the ordinary.
Alright, I'm just gonna hang out by the van by the back of it, looking like a homeless person, just kind of just like blending in with my surroundings, trying not to look so obvious. Cover my face.
Okay. Yeah, you go back to the van, kind of hang out back out on the street, just normal shit, people walking around, going about their day for now. Coupler, you get in there, it's Doc Z, looks like he's working on some shit behind the desk. You get in there, give me a conversation.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you come in and Doc Z just looks at both of you, and he's like, what's up?
What time is it anyways?
It's about that time for your appointment. You were coming in that night, we'll say like at, 10 p.m. or so, you slept during the day. It's about between 9 and 10 p.m. probably.
So, yeah, I have you about 9 o'clock here. Heard you. It was supposed to be the project set up by Nostradamus. Should have sent you a message about that.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're now Terry Jones, right? Okay. Yeah. No, what exactly?
She is.
Well, yeah. No, he's looking at her when he says that. Yeah. Then he looks back to Coupler. Yeah, and he's so, what's up? You got the payload, and then where's my list? What exactly am I doing here? What's the rehaul?
I'll take the whatever notes Hollow had given me, and I'll hand him the money.
Okay. Yeah.
What she looks like.
Yeah, he's going over the notes, and then he says, "All right, well, yeah, let's at least get you started and get you set up." And he takes her to the back, I guess, gets her at least in the process. He says, this is going to take me, a few hours. This is going to take a while. I got quite a bit of shit here. You guys aren't doing the arm, right? You're just doing the biosculpting. Is that what it is?
Just biosculpting.
Okay, yeah, then it's not going to be that long at all. Probably maybe a couple hours or so. She's doing a complete rehaul, though, like Hollow described. So it is going to take some time. But let me see if I even have some of this shit. What color Hollow did you say for hair?
Hollow had written down purple, I think.
Purple.
Yeah, let me check on that. But he goes in the back to check it.
It was purple.
And on Rio, you got everything set up. You upgraded yourself, your roll ability. You said you had a shopping list you were putting together. Is it stuff that's fixer needed? Is it above premium? Is it stuff that you can typically just get? What I'm getting at here is, it's going to be a couple hours of surgery. Is this something you could run to the store and grab, or is it something...
Some of it is, some of it's not.
Okay. Let me know what is.
Yeah, well, I'm still kind of looking at that, to be honest.
Oh, okay, no problem. Hollow. While on Rio's still making his
I'm doing
list
that right
to
now.
Santa Claus. And what's up, Wookie, Kevin, C, Promi, Nick, everybody in chat. Sorry, I haven't given a shout out yet, but I appreciate y'all watching. Definitely, if you have ideas and things to contribute, type it in there. We see you. But yeah, Hollow, what are you doing during all this time?
I'm getting ready to talk to Kid, because the longer I wait, the more pissed he's going to be. So I'm... since he knows I was there, I can just say that, she,
Well, he doesn't know she was there.
I rescued her. Well, I need some sort of explanation to why I went
Fair. I mean, I wouldn't Janice.
I can think of another explanation.
I mean, you can say that we were hired to do something. We haven't figured that out, obviously. That's something we'll also have to figure out of how to explain to why we were at this hotel, and have it not be Janice, because there's no image of Janice, right?
At the hotel?
Yeah.
No. You're referring to the scream sheet stuff that came out?
Yeah.
It's strictly Hollow and you in the lobby checking in. It's just the basic security footage from the lobby.
Blunt dude, yeah. So yeah.
The one time on Rio, you son of a bitch. The one time you don't hack a system.
Don't mention that
and take the cameras.
Definitely don't mention that you even found her alive or anything.
No, it's just we were there and Sokolovs are dead apparently.
Yeah, that's honestly...
We kill people. It's sort of what we do, honestly.
Well, and it's Night City. There's a high body count in Night City every fucking night, but as you saw on the scream sheet, the fact it was tied to this crime family out of New York over here in Night City, and when the son got killed, it kind of made...
I killed the wrong people.
It made scream sheet news. Yeah, it kind of made a little bit of news, and everyone's curious what the fuck this is about, and you two are the only ones that seem to be attached.
So yeah, the answer to that is we've got to figure out a way to explain why we're there that has nothing to do with Janice. I just don't have a good answer right this second on what that would be. Obviously,
it's a perfect explanation of Janice was hurt. I tried to save her. I failed. I've been
I wouldn't say any of that. I wouldn't tell him anything to do with Janice.
Nothing.
Because the
mention of her.
Last he knows, we know nothing of where she's at.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wouldn't mention him at all. It'd just be we don't know where she's at, nothing. Because the second we do, he's going to know we've been lying, in which case we're fucked. We're immediately fucked no matter what we do. It's us versus him at that point. I don't know. One of the things Unreal wants to do is see if either, I still need to check in with Nostradamus if he's found anything on the AI partner situation. And, one thing he might ask is hey, we might be in the market for if there's a fixer that you happen to know that's maybe at least somewhat trustworthy-ish, or more so than this other one that we know. Just to see if we can find a fixer that's not quite as dangerous as Kid.
Yeah, you can hit up. While you're working on the shopping list, you can spend a little bit of time going over to Nostradamus and just kind of chatting with him about that, about the AI. We can say you knock out that, with Hollow, I guess, and Hollow brainstorming kind of the anticipation of calling Kid, obviously. But yeah, you check with Nostradamus. He says, well, I work with lots of fixers and people, that can connect things. Just depends on, what you're looking for and
just reliable work of somewhat respectable that isn't just murdering people for the sake of murdering people. Which is kind of Kid's, like,
yeah, because
he is, like, in some shady shit. Like, there's no, the dude's in, like, human trafficking and, like, effectively slave trades and, fight clubs, involuntary flight clubs.
Okay, this guy sounds like a piece of work.
Yeah, he sucks. Like, I unfortunately had some dealings with him in my younger years, and it's gotten me some places, but he is not a good guy.
Okay, well, give me a couple days. I'll dig through the resources, and I love to do my research, and I'll see if I can find you some potential leads on that. Are you looking for, certain caliber of fixer? Maybe a little higher up the ranks, older established, maybe young and upcoming that's willing to help out sometimes, or middle of the road, or what are you looking for?
I mean, middle of the road, consistent.
Professional.
Professional. Yeah, I like that. More professional, maybe higher up, I guess, in class would be the way to describe that.
Is that a thing in Night City? You're blowing my mind, Unreal.
In Night City class, better than human trafficker.
All right, I'll see
bar, I realize, but
I'll see what I can find. I know there's some up and comers. There's a guy named Gato over there. There's a few others out there. I'll see what I can find. I'll see what I can find for you. Shout out to Renegade who plays Gato in the monthly ongoing. I saw him saying, I know one in the chat. Had to give him a shout out.
That's pretty good.
Because he is a fixer.
Gato, come play.
A little crossover, that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
But yeah, I'll look that up. And as far as the AI, I need a little more time. I've been researching. I do have the original log of all AI registered, and even then some non-registered from prior Fourth War. Like I said, I just need a little bit more time.
Okay. Just kind of waiting around, so I figured I'd come over and ask you about that. So I mean, unless, yeah, I'll be like, okay, well, we'll keep in touch. Because, yeah, we still need to figure out... I say we wait until everybody gets back to figure out what we're doing about Kid, to be honest.
Okay, yeah, you can tell Hollow that.
Because I think that's going to be an all of us thing at some point.
But yeah, back over to Raven, and a couple of Raven out at the vehicle, still nothing major. He comes back out. He says, yeah, it looks like I have everything in the list. I got all inventory. Let's just double check this pay. Did you hand him the money?
Yeah, I handed him the money.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's like, yeah, just don't go anywhere. Let me check this. And then he heads into the back. And
you don't go anywhere with the money.
And Raven, give me another perception.
Damn.
Nice. Yeah, basically you notice right away, in the excitement of everything going on out front with people hustling and bustling and shopping, a car comes pulling up that you can see out front here. And let me get your token. Ooh, sorry, I'm not low enough to get you down there. Low. Low. Alright. I don't know if you can see, it's a pretty big map. Shout out to Lion Banner Games. for this map. It's an awesome marketplace with this subway, this overpass going over it. But if you take the time here to look, and you can zoom in, look around to check everything out. However, if you widen out a little bit, players, and I'll kind of point out something here. This is where Dock Z is, for reference. There's an alley on either side. This alley is next to this hotel. This has a door back there in the alley, as you saw in the Ripper Dock map that I showed you before that you were inside of Coupler. This is where the front door is, for the sake of this map. Down here, if you go across this overpass that goes over the subway train, you'll see an alley next to this clothing store where Raven's hanging out. Down that alley goes out to an open street right over here, and that's basically where you have the van parked. And that's where Raven's hanging out. But across the way, it's a great perception, and you just kind of scoping out the area. You see this car pull up, Raven, and you see these guys get out, a couple guys that are armed, couple serious borged out looking thugs. You recognize them right away with that perception. They're basically the gorillas in suits that walk around with Kid. You also see Kid getting out of the vehicle. And they instantly spread out. A couple of the guys go over here next to the alley, one up on the overpass, one standing behind the car next to Kid, the other one standing outside of the driver side of the vehicle, but they're all pulled up. You see all that going down.
I radioed into Coupler, let him know what's going on and tell him to get out through any kind of back door, if there is any. We're fucked. Kid's here.
Oh.
Great, you got a gun. Shoot and run.
And back over to Coupler. You're in there. You're in the shop. You get the message from Raven that Kid just pulled up out front.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the back now. And get Dog Z and the girl.
Yeah, Doc Z is not there. And you see what is now Terry unconscious back on the medical table. Looks like she's been sedated for surgery.
Did he at least finish the job?
No job was done. She's just unconscious, and he has left the building. And in fact, Raven, that perception roll, you can see Doc come out that side alley and head, beeline it down the side of that hotel across the way, cutting through the crowd.
Oh, this place is getting a 1-star rating.
There he is right now.
Girl. And
we got totally set up. I yelled that back to Coupler. Doc has left the building. Motherfucker's running down the alley.
Outstanding. All right, get the girl. Get out. This is only gonna get worse.
Okay, so you're gonna pick up Terry. Now you've got Terry as a human shield.
Actually, using Terry.
And I while that's happening, can I phone Onryo and let him know that Kid is here? Let the rest of the team know. Put him on.
Yeah, you can do that.
Coupler
goes in the back, sees that Doc Z is gone, has left the building. Raven mentions, "Hey, I just saw him tear out of the building as well." As when she let him know about Kid pulling up, Coupler starts trying to get Terry unhooked from things and carrying her unconscious body out, which is not an easy task when someone's unconscious and just dead weight like that, but you're doing it. But during that time, Raven, you can totally call on Rio. Go ahead and have that call.
I put it on Onryo. I'm like, hey, I'm going to put you guys on group. Kid's here, and I guess it was a setup because Doc just ran down the alley. So a Coupler's inside getting Terry out. Let's tell him to leave her ass there. Fucking drama.
Yeah.
Raven gets rambly when she's pissed. That's what's going on our end. So I'm going to put you guys on groups comm to let Hollow know to pay attention to their dial-up.
Well, I guess, what's the, how far away are they? Like, it'd be like a 40-minute drive or something. Like, there's no way we'd get there anytime soon.
You need to call Kid. Distract him.
It's not that far from where you are, really, because you guys, don't forget they're in South Night City. Let me just bring up that map and take a look over.
He didn't see me or anything, right? Hanging out over by the van.
No, he didn't notice you. No, it's not that far. It would probably take you, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 minutes of hauling ass. But you don't have a vehicle. You would have to...
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to get like a cab. I mean, it'd still take us a while to get over there. What'd you say?
You got jet skis.
The jet skis?
Over the river.
The jet skis.
I mean, that would be interesting, but I do not have any, what is it, land, or that wouldn't even be land, that'd be like water.
That'd be a sea vehicle.
Water.
Or sea vehicle.
But you
like,
have...
I could, like, up that to, like, 1, and then, like, you know, try that. I mean, how quickly would we be able to get there if we took a jet ski?
It would be. I mean, honestly, it would probably be about the same with grabbing a taxi.
Just for comical.
Yeah, because you'd have to get over there, and then you'd still have to get a taxi once you hit land. It's not like you could get further in to where Doc Z is, because he's in South Night City, not far from where Coupler's shop, his previous shop, was before it was burnt down.
Well, I guess we'll start, you know, getting a cab. So I'll put my shopping list down for now. And
Cap for what? Call him. Distract his ass. Keep him from going into that building.
I mean, we could say like, hey, when did you want to meet to talk about this
I sent him a text or something.
Scream sheet thing.
The scream sheet's like the worst thing to talk about.
What?
I'm sorry, just like the scream sheet, I'm just like, we have no excuse.
Oh, we can say we were hired by somebody to
I mean, you do freelance. You freelance.
For what?
Yeah, I mean, he knows
it's none of his
we
business.
get other jobs from other things.
Like the only thing this looks like is it looks like we're trying to start a gang war.
Wow.
This looks really bad.
That actually is not a bad idea.
Well, man, you're real quick on Rio. Your digital eyes, when you go big, when those pop in, that's crazy. For a second there, I mean, it got really intense. That was cool.
Yeah, it's like super green.
Yeah, they just got like really intense. That was cool.
Yeah. It's
nice.
like if I look at the camera, the problem is my camera's above my monitor, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could say that like, hey, we were trying to, you know, we were hired by
You can say we were hired by a source.
Yeah, I mean, or a company. We don't necessarily have to say, you know, who we were hired by, and just, you know, if he asks and be like, I don't ask, you know, I don't tell other people that you were, you know, we've done stuff for you.
Yeah, it's none of his business.
Exactly.
So,
Raven kills people for a living. She's a first-class assassin. No, she's like a third-class assassin.
Oh, that was me.
You bitch.
So, like, I mean, the only way that I'm gonna like do that is if you know, we set up some sort of appointment, like, for Hollow to talk to him, because that's what he really wants, is to have Hollow talk to him. Now, granted, here's the problem: if he already knows the shit's going down there, I don't know if he's gonna really like talk to us.
Answer the phone.
What?
Well, where's Couplers? He's still dragging.
Well, I'm still on Hollow and on Rio on what you guys want to do here. Raven just kind of told you what's all going down. She checked all that out. Coupler's picking up the body. She's filling you in. You and Hollow are discussing on
so here's
Colin
what I'll
Kidd.
do. Rather than calling him, be like, you know, I'll message him and just say like, when do you have a preferred time to talk to my girl, since that's what he keeps referring to her as.
Yeah, because you gotta find her. Say you're not with her.
Yeah,
I'll just tell him, like, I'll just message him and be like, do you have a preferred time so I can get with her to, you know, have her get with you?
Yeah, your phone. He's calling you.
I'm not gonna answer. There was a reason I messaged him. So So I'll let it go to voicemail for now.
All right.
That's gonna be really suspicious.
I'm watching him from a distance, like, ooh, look at kid's attitude.
Well, I just want to see if he leaves a you know.
Yeah, but I'm also watching him.
Yeah, you get a voicemail.
It's also a good way to delay this.
We're trying to distract him, not play hard to get.
So what is his message?
His message is just like, on Rio, baby, hit me up.
Hit him up.
So fine, I'll call him. Fuck it at this point.
Ooh, so ballsy, an attitude, sassy.
Yeah, you see.
Well, I'm nowhere near him right now, so I'm not the one that's in like major issues. So.
Yeah. Yeah, he gets on the answers.
I'll kind of like play it off a little bit because it's not like inaccurate. Like I'm still, like
Sure.
We just woke up during the day, effectively. Like, we're still kind of like groggy from 2-day trip.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of play it like I'm somewhat groggy and be like,
yeah,
didn't want to really talk, but since he's calling, I'm calling him back.
Yeah, no, he calls, you answer. He's just on Rio, baby. Yeah, I got the message. Yeah, no need for the girl. I think I found this fucking bitch. I know exactly where the hell she is now. But yeah, what the hell's up with you and your girl being all these fucking scream sheets the other day, man? What the hell is that shit?
Just ended up getting caught up in something that wasn't planning on getting caught up in, and unfortunately,
Jesus,
didn't have an option to pull any imagery.
Rio, baby, fucking with some crime family syndicate out of New York now, huh? Well, what the hell? You say you don't want to work with me, yet you're working with these motherfuckers, or something. You're getting tied up in some shit, huh?
Yeah, it was not the intent, believe me. Right. I'd rather not deal with New York or other, crime families from New York, so.
All right, well, sounds like
but
you
it sounds like you got what you needed, so,
is
there anything, since I got you on the phone, do you have any, like, night market stuff you got coming up, or any other net running type things you need?
No, nothing right now. Just trying to get some things squared away. Gonna take care of this bitch right quick and then get back to business. But yeah, hey baby, don't worry about it. Tell your girl don't worry about it. I'm taking care of shit, and yeah, talk to y'all soon.
All right.
He hangs up.
Hang up with him for now. So I'll message go back on the thing with Raven and Coupler, be like, yeah, he definitely knows that shit's, like, she's there. So you guys need to get out, and I guess we can try to get there, although it's going to be a little bit.
There's no point to try to get her out.
I mean, that's kind of up to you at this point. Like, we did what we were telling,
Yeah.
I mean... Unreal's kind of at this point, like, it's her, us, so I'm kind of like on the, her,
Leave her ass there and run, Coupler! Raven's
that's
outside.
kind of my viewpoint at this point, because I don't know what other way we get out of this, so, I mean, we have,
she
half
probably
the money,
won't rat
right?
us out anyways for helping.
We still have the other 50,000 or whatever, 45,000.
Yeah.
She doesn't, isn't going to need it. And obviously at this point, you're kind of screwed. So I would kind of just get out of there, because I don't know what else,
Yeah, I'm
now,
still
granted,
banned.
here's the other problem. There's nothing to stop her from telling Kid about us once Kid gets there.
Right, he has to grab her stupid ass, so just drag her. Put her on a chair and drag her out.
Yeah, I'm taking her out.
Yeah. Come on, Coupler. You can do it. I'm just cheering him on. You can do it, Coupler.
Okay, so Raven...
All right.
Worst Overwatch ever.
So yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to get, I guess, a cab.
Yeah, you got the cab. That's fine. We can get you in the cab, and you're on your way over there.
20-30 minutes or whatever it comes down to. Like, it's still going to be a while. So.
Oh, yeah. It's still going to take a good 20-30 minutes to get there.
No. So, yeah. I do have...
Maybe 20.
Well,
it
we'll
depends
see.
on traffic.
Yeah. But, yeah. That's where I'm at.
Is Hollow with you, or she stayed behind?
Yeah, Hollow's. We're all going at this point. Like, we need all the help we can potentially get.
Yeah, it makes like to leave me alone. That just looks more suspicious.
So.
Hide your face in the taxi driver so he doesn't recognize you.
I like I said, I'm turning on my light tattoos.
Oh yeah, your face thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can do that, and let me just move Raven up just so I can see her a little bit better, because with the map there it's kind of difficult. But yeah, you're down there, and you're watching. You see them all out there. You saw a kid on the phone, obviously, with Onryo, having a conversation, kind of pacing. And then when he gets done, you see him kind of talking to the guys that are there, and it looks like another guy kind of steps out of the back seat of the car, and then they start kind of chattering to each other. And Coupler, back over to you. You've got Janice's body. You say you're dragging her out.
Yeah, I'm talking over my shoulder.
Out the front door or side door? What are you doing? What was that on, Rio?
I was gonna say, you said this is near Coupler's old shop, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, could
a few blocks away, maybe. Like,
Coupler try to get a hold of his buddy Lola and see if they're in a position to run interference of some sort? If nothing else, to lock him outside?
Yeah, Willow Sisterhood's by his old shop. Just probably a couple streets over.
I mean, it's up to Coupler if he wants to use that idea or not.
Well, Raven's close for Lola, and if you haven't noticed, I'm trying to sneak a body out. I'm not exactly making phone calls right now.
Oh, that's fair. I forgot that it was
my
Lola
turn.
Was with Raven, so.
I'm just having fun listening to him struggle.
He's like,
oh, this fucking bitch. Yeah, I text Lola, let her know what's going on. That I'm gonna need a little bit of a sniper backup.
You are
I
the
give her
sniper.
my little coordinates of where I'm at. Tell her come and hang out with us for a little bit.
She's like, a sniper backup? I'm not really a sniper. I mean, you need us girls to roll in and kind of knock some fucking heads?
Yeah.
You guys need help? What's going on?
Yeah, you could. I'll do the sniper. You guys can bash some heads if we need it. We got to get Coupler out of a doctor's office.
Coupler? What's wrong with Coupler?
We took a girl in to get augmentation, some work done, and it was a setup. So we just got to get Coupler out and the stupid bitch out too. You know her, the one that we just changed her name 1,000 times. You know.
Oh my
The one that's
god.
been driving me crazy.
This is more shit with that girl Alexis, huh?
Yes, we're gonna have to party after this. This is ridiculous nonsense we're in. But yeah, come and help me. Just come hang out. At least come and hang out.
Okay, I'll grab the girls. We're heading over. We'll, send me the address.
All right, I send her the address and tell her to be in the low, and come hang out with me over here in this corner.
All right.
And I tell her, I tell her the address. You see if she can get on the other side too, where Coupler is, to help him drag that girl. So I gave her 2 little addresses. Did she get back there, or it's only one way is through this bridge?
Yeah, I mean, this way goes out to a main street. That's kind of where you saw Kid pull up from.
Okay.
Down here, this alley where you're hanging across the way is where you guys park. That's kind of in the direction of Coupler's old workshop, and towards that bridge that goes towards your part of town where the new warehouse is. But the dock place, the Ripper dock, is this building right here. There's the front door right here, and then there's that back side door over here, which is where Doc Z came out. He came out that way and then, beelined it down the side. But there's the side door here and the front door here. And their guys all out front there. Which way are you going? What are you doing, Coupler?
I want to look around. Like, I got her on one shoulder. Are there any explosive canisters, anything like that in here? Anything that says flammable?
Oh, there's definitely flammable shit in here. Give me a perception roll though. Let's see. Yeah, let's see how much what we got.
Yeah, because I need a distraction. I need a big distraction.
Yeah. What was that, Raven?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, with that perception, you see there's definitely oxygen tanks and things like that. There's also like a bunch of old tools and shit that he has. He's a bit of a old salty trauma team guy, but it looks like he dabbled in some tech work as well. So there's some torches, there's oxygen tanks, there's typical medical equipment and gear and stuff, anything that you can think of that might be in a Ripperdoc medical office.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna. Would they be like at least a soldering iron, something like that?
Oh yeah.
Something. Okay. Good. Yeah. I'm gonna open up every valve, everything that's sort of explosive or says flammable on it, as quickly as I can.
Okay.
I just have to.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go. I imagine he probably has an AC, like a little AC wall unit thing, right? Or a switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna break that thing off and set it to like to kick on at a certain temperature.
Okay. Give me give me some type of tech roll for that. It would probably be well in your expertise. Maybe field expertise might work for something like that.
Well, field expertise just
really
adds
fixing
rank. It's like, so, because that's just a rank, really. I don't know if it's most a skill.
Well, because you're not, you're kind of Jimmy rigging it, jury rigging it. I guess. Let's see. Use because field expertise makes most sense with fixing stuff, I guess basic tech could work with that.
Okay.
Yeah, do basic tech then.
Alright,
it's
so
just
basic
an AC
tech
unit.
+2.
And it's just a thermostat you're fucking with for the most part. Yeah, you got it.
I just need something to make a spark in a
Right.
matter of minute, in like a minute or two.
Yeah, you can have that
like
kick
hear
on
this
when it
girl
does.
go out.
Also, with that perception, you notice that there is an emergency ventilation system in here, and a fire suppression system in here. Really could use a net runner right now. I wish you knew one. But
hey, I'm on my
nothing
way.
bad happens when you split the team.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Worst case scenario, the fire sets off the fire suppression system, and that place is just filled with the oxygen displacement gas, and it's still going to be a distraction. So I'm taking it as a win either way.
Or it fills with a foam. Everything just animates. You're just stuck in solid foam.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, you can rig that. That was a great roll. You can get the thermostat set to whatever you want it to be set at. And you've got all the oxygen tanks, any type of gas, fume, fluid, anything that you find that is flammable, you've opened up and just have it into this room, into this building.
Yeah. Yeah, and I am going to carry her out that back door after I sort of peek my head out, see if I can sort of sneak out with her at least.
Okay, yeah, you're about to do that. And Raven, you're watching them. They're all kind of gathered around the building. And it's right about then a couple of the phone rings inside of the building.
Like the office phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am not answering that.
And then over
Why
to
would
you.
you? You don't work there.
Over to you.
I don't even have a secretary.
On Rio and Hollow, you guys are pretty much in the cab making your way over there. Unless there's anything specific you want to do, you're kind of stuck for the ride trying to get over to them. So it's going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah, I'm not... There's nothing beyond the idea of getting Lola maybe involved. Other than that, yeah, just heading down there, I guess, for me at least.
Yeah, no, just interject if there is something that you do think of. Good thinking, calling for backup and shit like that. If there's anything else, feel free to interrupt because, like I said, you're kind of spending these next rounds riding, trying to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put up the oxygen concentration in the building real high, Renegade says. Yeah, exactly. That's what Coupler's doing. But yeah, you're filling it up. Back over to you all. It's about that time. Coupler, give me a perception. You're peeking out the window or out the door, the side door.
Yep.
And Raven, you hear, or you can see across the way too, the guy kind of go in the front door. One of the guys that's with Kid. And yeah, a couple of you peek out the door. You can see, basic alley. It's next to this hotel. There's just basically dumpsters and shit like that in this alley. But you see at the end of the alley that real borged out, huge gorilla guy in a suit, kind of at the end of the alley. Looking down the alley, as well as you can see up on that overpass, that guy kind of posted up looking down the alley. You see that big borged out looking guy sees you. When you look out, he makes eye contact with you as you're peeking out the door. And you hear the front door open as that other guy enters the building.
Lovely. All right. Well, at this point, I'm just going to start running with the girls because, yeah, I don't have much other options. Can't go back in the building.
Okay. So I'm seeing him running. Okay.
Remember, I still got the keys to the van.
All right. I pull out my sniper. Am I far enough with my sniper to get up closer? Jesus Christ, why are you running?
I have a girl. There are multiple guys, and the situation is not in my favor. I have many reasons to be running.
All right. So yeah.
You want me to talk my way out of this, Raven?
Go ahead. Do you? I pulled out my rifle.
Hey, you get your pound of flesh. Be happy.
All right, cool. Give me click on your tokens and give me initiative.
You want us to do that too, or no?
No, you're still
Okay.
traveling. Yeah, you can always just interrupt if there is something, but it's going to be a handful of rounds before you even get there. Yeah.
Just to be clear, this alleyway opens up this way, right? Or is it just this direction?
Yeah, just out front, just in the direction.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's what I said. Okay, you're gonna run.
That is the only direction. That is the worst. Oh God. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
if you want, you notice that when you peek out. I didn't know you didn't realize that.
No, I was, yeah.
You can still get initiative, but if you want to rethink grabbing and just running out, I didn't know you thought that the alley went that way. It just kind of dead ends with dumpsters and shit in between the hotel and that ripper dock. Should have been more clear.
Is there any side doors on that hotel?
No, not on this side. Oh, yeah, there is. There is a door.
Yeah, I'm going for that hotel door. I'm going into that hotel. That is my goal.
Okay, you have to everybody roll initiative?
I rolled mine.
No, I know you did.
Yeah, let me roll mine.
Smoky kills.
Okay, cool.
Text me the bomb. I love the smoking kills for road. Text me the bomb disposal shirt if you see me running. Run.
Yeah, like I tell Smoking Kills, I've already lived that life once. I don't want to go back.
All right, cool. Yeah, right here we'll take a 5-minute break. I'm gonna hit the little boys' room and top off my water. But I have initiative lined up. Coupler's getting ready to try to beeline it to that door across the alley over to the hotel. Those two guys are at the end. One made eye contact with Coupler when he peeked out. Raven's across the way with her rifle. On Rio Hollow on the way there. Willow Sisterhood a few streets away are coming as backup as well. But yeah, be right back. 5 minutes. Hang out, chat. 5 minutes.
Get out of this one, Daniel. This is gonna get bad. So very bad. All I ask, just make sure the shop burns down. Take this little dock shop down. I need to keep my trend. People who mess with me, I burn down their stuff. How many buildings have we burned down already?
Couple at this point.
There's Chang's. There's the meat market.
All right, stop talking about me. I'm back.
Technically my shop.
What happened? What are you talking about?
We didn't do that though.
I know, it's still sort of my fault.
What?
Trying to think, how many places have we burned down? This is gonna be third.
It's true.
Hopefully it just leaves a wake of destruction.
Oh, it's a cool jacket. I just noticed that, Hollow. Ariel.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're muted.
Yeah.
What did it say?
Oh,
Oh, Heartbreaker. That's cool.
I fell in love with this jacket. I totally had Eric buy it for me.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey, we're back. Everyone can see Val walking up, getting those earbuds in. Yeah, you can show the back of that jacket one more time. People didn't get to see it in chat.
Okay.
In the video, I had it blocked there. Hey, Heartbreaker. Yeah, I like it. It's cool.
Thank you.
Okay, where did we leave off? Coupler just died.
Sounds about right.
No.
Did I at least take Kid with me? That's my goal today. If I die, I'm taking Kid down with me.
You're running around like a lunatic is what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm carrying the girl of our friend, or at least my friend. Remember where you sleep and who heals you.
But yeah,
I am running away because I have a body.
Yeah, and I just did initiative. But yeah, you've got the body. You're beelining it across this alleyway. As you do, basically the guy that's up on the overpass thing takes a shot off at you.
Lovely.
Just want to double check it. Your reflex isn't 8, right?
Nope.
Yeah, I always forget that. Yep, it's a hit. You feel as you're cutting across this alleyway, 17 points of damage. Thuds into your back as you're beelining it across. The other guy makes a run up. Oh, let me get back on arrow. 1, 2, 3. Makes his way back the alley. That alley is actually 2 more squares back, if you can picture the length of that building. But this map is what it is. If it was any more detailed, it'd be huge. I love this map. Again, shout out to Lion Banner Games. But mind's eye, that's what's going on back there, Coupler. But that big board guy, when he sees you and you cut across and the guy shoots, he sees just like, oh, and he just comes running down the alley towards you. You see this big melee blade pop out of his forearm as he slashes at Janice that you're holding. Alexis. Terry. Yeah, and basically hits. Yeah, and you feel your whole shoulder kind of get wet with warm blood as a huge chunk gash just slices out of Janice. And then he takes another slash, this time aimed at you, Coupler.
Okay.
So give me your evade. Because this is melee. Yeah, you dodge it. Great. That was a great evasion. Critical success. Adrenaline is pumping through Coupler right now. But they do those shots, and now it's over to... and while that's going on, Raven, you see the other guys in the front kind of like by the car taking notice when the guy shoots down the alley and the other board guy runs down like, they're noticing the rest of their team bringing attention to that alley. And you see Kid kind of look over and he's like, oh shit, I think we got some action over here, boys. And he kind of like points over towards the alley. And when that shot goes off as well, you see people that are walking around kind of like screaming, oh shit, and kind of take notice in the area. And they kind of scatter out, you know, people that are out front of shops kind of step into the shops and things like that. And I'm going to go ahead and switch this over to Trouble with some firearm sounds since things are getting kind of chaotic and hectic over here. Yeah, there you go. Let me just lower this a little. That's getting a little bit crazy. But yeah, you see all that going on, and now Coupler, it's over to you. You're beelining it for that door. Now here's what I'm going to do. A little bit of a homebrew, because I'm not just going to call it as is. Go ahead and give me 1d10, and you let me know if it's odd or even that this door is unlocked and available for you just to kind of open and continue into this lobby. You want odd or even?
I'm just going to go through the door. I wasn't even going to check the door. I was just going to go through it.
Oh, you're going to try to break through it?
I was just going to go all the way through it as fast as I can.
Okay.
Because I don't feel like checking a door while I'm getting shot at and stabbed is going to be the easy way of getting this done.
You can try. I don't know that you'll be able to break through this just with your body. What's your body stat?
My body stat is 7.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to just break this door. Check and see. Let's still see. Maybe if it's... we'll say if it's unlocked. You know, you have easier access of just jamming this. It's not with its secure bolt or whatever. You know what I mean?
You can always shoot the lock,
because it's a bit of an emergency.
The giant shotgun you have.
I'm not carrying my
shotgun.
shotgun.
He's carrying Janice.
I'm carrying him, Alexis.
We'll all call her a different name.
The
it's
witness.
so funny.
The bitch that's causing all this trouble.
But yeah, if you want, you call odd or even and give me that 1d10, and then I'll allow that door to be unlocked, not bolted, and then you have a chance of busting that open with your body.
Alright, I'll go even.
Nice. Yeah, it's not bolted. It's open. And you ram it and bust it open, falling into it, though. You're not able to, you know, continue your footing and continue on. But you do bust it open, and now you're kind of in this lobby, but you're going to have to get back up.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm going to do. Grab the girl, get back up if I can. Keep going through.
And Raven, what are you doing? You see all this going down. It's your turn.
I don't want to show that I'm there, because he doesn't know it's Coupler either yet. What can I hide behind? Oh, before I do anything, I want to do all my 6 points in precision attack.
You mean precision attack?
Yeah, precision attack. Put all 6 points in there for fun, since I'm really far away and I'm going to shoot at them. And then I have my scope. I'm going to use my rifle.
Yeah, you can do that. You're going to have to put all... you're going to have to take this turn to put those points into that, though, because you didn't
right, I know I was waiting for everything to go. But before I not move or anything, but where I'm standing, I still have to move because I'm not far enough either with my rifle to shoot. But is there stuff in front of me that I can run in front of when it is my turn?
Yeah, you can...
Yeah, your rifle should be more than good.
Yeah, let me check.
Okay, I don't know how to use my pointer with my computer.
Yeah, it's a little hard there, but yeah, you're about 20 meters from the vehicle, 22 meters from the vehicle, 30 meters or so from the alley, another 25 meters from the guy in the overpass. So if you have your assault rifle, you're looking at like having to hit a DV of 15 unless, you know, their reflex is good enough, then they're dodging, it's contested. These guys definitely look like they've got some good reflex. They all look like they've seen some combat.
So you actually want to be at 26 anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're actually like right here. You're kind of at like the perfect range. For
yeah, I just want to make sure I'm like farther away that they don't know it's me, but hiding away that I can shoot. Okay, so yeah, I'll do that in my next round. I'll shoot from there.
Because it's an assault rifle, right? Not a sniper rifle.
Right.
Yeah, I have my scope, so that helps a little bit.
Yeah, but the gun itself is not classified as a...
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, so that 20 assault rifle, then yeah, you kind of want to be right at that 26 to 50. So that works.
Okay, so yeah. So my next move, that's what I'll do. I'll shoot one of
Granted,
them.
if they can dodge, it doesn't matter ultimately, but
Yeah.
No, Kitty, don't bite me.
Uh-oh.
Get her, Kitty, get her.
All right, but yeah, you do that. Couple of you bust through that. Raven, you allocate your points and get that set up. Guys, these guys are obviously focused on Coupler and, you know, to them, Janice. The other guys now, you see this guy kind of making his way down the steps. The other guy is still pursuing you, Coupler, as you're getting up. He's getting right up behind you. But also you notice the other guy come out the back, that side door. I'm not going to shove him back there. There's so many, but that's the guy that went in the front door, remember? But he comes out the side door that you just left, Coupler. And these other guys are kind of making their way up and around, like towards the building. Kid seems to be staying back by the car. But they're making their way over. This guy basically takes another slice at Janice. I guess, Coupler, during that you said you're getting up and picking her back up, right?
But did I run through the door? Like, how were they able to catch up to me? Because I did that. I thought I'd be able to get a little further away than that, but...
Yeah, but it's their turn now. You know, he was already right up on you and hit you. He had initiative, so as you were crossing the alley, he hit you. Or hit Janice and then swung at you, missed you. But you, during your turn, busted through the door, you know, falling prone, dropping Janice. Now spending the time getting up and picking her up. You know, back over to his, or that's what you're going to be doing on your move. But now it's back over to his initiative. You know, it went over to Raven. The other guy's all moving up. The guy stepping out of the building. Now it's back over to those guys. He furthers into the lobby now, right up next to you as you're getting up and picking up Janice. Are you following me?
I'm also wondering when the explosive was going to go off, because I didn't set it very long.
Yeah, you got to let me know what you wanted to set it to or whatever. You know, it's up to you.
Oh, I only wanted to set it for like 20 seconds. That's why I was getting out there.
Right when he was leaving, I thought was the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really wanted it to go off like as soon as I was like out that door, sort of. It was like not supposed to be more than like half a.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then if that's what you want, then that's fine. Then what we'll
that's why I was going for that door.
Yeah, that's why he was like,
hallway.
"Fuck it, I'm gone." that was how I thought he was doing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
So I was kind of wondering, like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said, you had a good enough roll. You can just tell me, you know, whatever you want to set it at. You know, you can mark it, so that's fine. But yeah, you can, if you want to do that, then you know, you cut through the alley. He had initiative on you. You know, obviously shooting you. Or, you know, the other guy shooting, the other guy slicing through the door. As that guy's following, we can say this guy, you know, it explodes as that guy's coming out the door. Hold on one second. Because remember, the guy was inside at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, his body just completely slams against the other alleyway and crumples down to the ground. This is the guy inside, by the way. Wait, did I overlap them? Sorry.
Well, there's those two. Oops.
Where's the guy inside?
Did you put it like under these guys?
No, I just moved them all.
Because there was what, 6 of them? Is that what the deal was?
Oh no, okay, there they are.
5.
That's fine. Sorry. Yeah, so that guy just basically slams against the wall. So I guess this guy is still... Oh, no, there's the guy coming downstairs. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, that explosion killed that guy. The other guy took a little bit of damage from that. But he's still coming up behind you, takes a slice at Janice. But so basically, same thing that he was doing. I just backtracked and slipped that explosion in there, which did kill the guy coming out of the building. He was in there when it happened.
Brutal.
So you're in here now, right?
And the other guy just took a little bit
like
of damage.
Right here.
Yeah, you're in here a little bit with Janice. Getting up. That guy came in right behind you. Basically slicing at Janice with this blade. Oops, sorry. Another huge gash out of Janice. More blood splatter. Coupler, you're getting covered in Janice's blood.
Coupler's used to that.
Yeah, he takes another slice. Ooh, okay. And that was a crit. Critical injury on Janice. Holy shit.
Rip.
Let's see, 5, 6, 9. And a critical injury, body. Torn muscle, but that's another 5. Yep, Janice just bled out. She just took a huge gash, ripped muscle tendons out of her back. More blood splatter hits you, Coupler, as you kind of hear her last breath grunt out. So she is in the process of death saves on her rounds now. But that's what happens to him. What did you say, Raven?
Coupler, leave her and get the fuck out of there. Do not associate you with this body. They don't. It's good. Oh lordy.
And then, and then this guy is just making his way, beelining it, trying to follow. The building is now on fire. There's smoke coming out. More people are screaming. Some people have come out of the buildings next door, kind of like looking. It's just kind of causing some chaos in the area. It was definitely a big deal. And then, Coupler, back over to you. Sorry.
All right.
I think. And because you're prone, you pretty much have to use your turn to get up and pick her up. You know, well, she's dead now, but you'd have to use your turn to get up because you're prone. Unless you have martial arts, right?
No.
So you can't even hit that DV13 to hop up. Yeah, you got to use your turn to get up. You're prone.
Yeah, if I'm prone and there's a guy standing over a knife, I am just going to draw my pistol and start shooting, because that's the first thing I'm going to do.
Okay.
So I'm going to draw my shotgun and my pistol.
I'm not sure. I think it's what would say a -2 from shooting while being prone. Is that what? I'm sure there's some type of... I don't remember seeing one for prone, to be honest.
I don't think...
Oh, no, I think it is all actions while prone or a -2 or something like that. But regardless, we're doing that. Let's move it. Take the shot. Give me your handgun. Is it a rate of fire of 2?
Yeah, all it says is prone. You can't use your move action until you use the get up action. That's all it says for prone.
Right, but I'm almost positive when you try to do it, and I read it somewhere about being prone. It affects you trying to do actions. You know, if you're on the floor.
Well, shouldn't, because people shoot from the prone. Like, they lay down to shoot. Actually, that makes them shoot better.
Yeah,
all prone says an action. All prone says is where you're prone, you can't use move.
All right. Well then, yeah, we'll go with that until I look it up. But I am almost positive that I read that somewhere in there. But it might be in the modifier table, not in the part defining prone. Like, that's what happens when you're prone. But it also does something to modifiers or something along those lines. But it's fine. We won't do it because I kind of had you falling down in the first place from breaking in the door. That was a 50-50 chance of being unlocked. So we slightly homebrewed that shit anyways of coming in. So that's fine. So give me the shot, and it's rate of fire 2. Give me 2 of those.
Yeah, so it's my heavy pistol.
Yeah.
Stab his leg.
Yeah.
15.
Big number.
Nice. Both are hits. Give me the damage.
Maybe.
Pop 2 shots to the guy. Oh, is that a critical? Or, well, that's damage.
Not a crit.
Anyways, yeah.
You just need your more case.
There's only one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, bear with me. I just wrote it on the wrong SP. Sorry. Okay, cool. Yeah, pop, couple shots to his chest. Took a little bit of damage there. Raven, over to you. You hear some shots going off across the way. You see all that shit going down. The building just pretty much exploded. Everyone's kind of pushing in over there across the street, except for Kid, who's staying back by the car, it looks like. Who just, said, got some action, boys.
What, are any, pedestrians around me? being nosy?
No, I mean, people are pretty much scattered out with the exception of, like, what's gathered in these shops nearby. Like that clothing shop right to your right there, you see? With the clothing racks out front. Right over here.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's people out front of that and off to the left at that food place. Just, you know, like, looking out from the front entrance. Some people kind of behind this food cart right here. There's a couple people there looking. Looks like a couple people hiding behind this overpass. Like, you know, people are noticing that there's some gunshots went off. Some rowdiness across the street, and obviously when Coupler just blew the building, got some attention.
Yeah, because I was just thinking how I start shooting from right here where all these people are, and be like, what the fuck?
There's people around
combat
you.
zone, so
But it is
literally half
zone.
the city was on fire earlier this week.
Yeah. So I am going to... The guy that's next to the one with the X, is he going into the alley towards Coupler? He's the only one that's the closest, right? And
yeah,
is
all of them seem to be heading that way.
Yeah, I mean, you have that. You could take shots at... I mean, Kid's not... Is he in the car, or is he just kicking it out?
No,
here?
he's behind the car outside.
Well, I could take out Kid.
Yeah, I mean... At this point, we're probably going to end up having to take them all out in some manner, so... You can do aim shot, just dump all your luck and just pray.
I just saw November in chat saying stab his dick with your fist.
Yeah. Alright, I guess I'll go ahead and shoot at Kid since he's the most vulnerable one. Everybody's preoccupied.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. What's your distance?
Yeah, and I have 4 luck, so I'll throw in all my luck in that shit too. I
mean, it depends on if you're right. If
Am
you're
I close enough?
You might want to like step back here and like I don't know, I can't tell what this is. Like if you'd be undercover or like.
That looks like a stairwell. Like you climb up that to cross the
bridge.
Yeah,
you go up and over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess it helps if I zoom
And just to
in.
be clear, with that rifle, it'll be a 15 to beat. Normally, you know, in this situation, you know, reflex 8 or higher, you can kind of respond and evade. But in a sense like this, where they don't even know you're there and you're shooting them from behind, he doesn't even know. I mean, after that point, his reflex, you know, he can start evading.
Yeah.
If he has reflex 8 or higher, but at this point, it's all chart. So you're just trying to beat a DV of 15 with your shoulder arms.
Yeah, and then I have my 2 points, and then I have my... I don't know if the aim scope works, but that's
all your modifiers are added in, except I don't think we added that +1 for the smart gun link. But that's only the very heavy pistol anyways. So everything should be fine. Just give me shoulder arms.
Okay, so I'll hit you with
all your mods are already in there.
And what are you doing for luck? Nothing, or?
I put all of them, all my luck, and I have 4 luck, so I said.
And you're doing an aim shot, or you're just shooting him?
It's kind of tricky. I could just do an aim shot and try to shoot him in the head for the hell of it.
If it's an aimed shot, then you need to beat 23. It's got to be a 24 or higher.
Yeah, it's kind of risky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
just shoot him otherwise and just do the damage.
Yeah, I'll just shoot at him. I won't do any aim shot. That's just crazy. Okay, my shoulder arms, right?
Yep.
Hold on.
Gotta be the 15.
There you go.
Nice job. Give me the damage.
God, so close.
No, it would have been, like, if she had called it, it would have been fine.
Oh, yeah, it would have been a hit.
That's why I said it would have been a hit.
It would have been a headshot.
But oh well. Damn, 19? Holy shit.
Damage 19, great. Oh, is that a crit?
No.
I see it's
green. Again, just 1/6.
Okay.
Only 1/6.
Yeah.
I wish it had that in it.
Yeah,
See you, Nick.
big rifle round, popping him in the back. And yeah, later, Nick, we'll have the VOD on the YouTube sometime early next week. I usually try to get it up there on Tuesdays, Mondays or Tuesdays, usually the day before our next live stream. So you'll be able to hop in and see how all this turns out. But yeah, that rifle round pops him in the back. You see a big blood splatter, Raven, as Kid kind of like grunts out and turns, trying to see where it came from.
But I'm still ducked down.
Is that what you're going to do with your movement afterwards? Take that shot and then...
That's where I'm at. I'm not moving. I'm going to duck down away like, la, 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 like, you didn't see me. I'm over here talking.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking. He doesn't seem to see where it came from. But yeah, those guys, Hollow and on Rio, you're still making your way there. And on Rio, you get a call from Lola.
Oh, yeah, I'll pick it up.
Yeah, she says, hey, we're on our way over to that address. Are you heading over there? Do you know what's going on with Coupler and Raven and them or whatever?
Yeah, we're heading over. Apparently we got set up on this deal that we had for this girl we were trying to help. So yeah, the guy who was kind of looking for her seems like he has shown up. So that is what's going on. And the Raven and Coupler are kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place.
A hard place.
Okay, well, we're almost there. I just wanted to check in and try to get an idea of what's going on, because they said that they were trying to take care of Alexis or whatever, and they got ambushed or something was going down. Raven said Coupler was trapped in a building or something, so, like, we're almost there.
Yeah, shit's going down is basically what it comes down to.
Okay, we're only like a block away. We're only like one street over. We should be there soon. I just wanted to try to get an idea of what was going on.
Yeah, we're heading there too. We'll be there as quick as we can get there.
All right, she hangs up.
And I'll just through whatever communication, just let Coupler, like, they're almost there. We're still on our way. Hang tight. Obviously can't say much technically.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. No,
as I'm getting stabbed and shot.
Yeah, that guy takes 2 swipes at you, Coupler, with his blade.
Lovely.
Ooh, dodging and weaving, bobbing and weaving.
First one is a 22.
Wow, you still hit.
Yep.
Second one, 23.
So we hit both.
Okay, yeah, both are hit. 2 slices at you. First one does only 7 points of damage. Remembering that your SP's in half, rounded up for melee.
2 damage.
Next one does 9 points of damage.
So 4.
Yeah. And then that other guy kind of comes through the door and steps in the lobby over there where you're at. And you see him kind of like look down and you see Janice's body. And he turns back towards the thing and he like yells back and he's like, yo, kid, she's dead, she's done. And he like yells back. And then you see, well, you don't see it, but Raven, you can see these other 2 guys still kind of like walking up towards the edge of the alley. They're standing there. Kid who just took the shot hops into the vehicle there. And the vehicle tears down the street in this direction.
He's just leaving his guys there?
Where it came from. Yeah, he took off. He got shot when the guy yelled saying the girl's taken care of.
He's like, see ya!
He hops in the vehicle and takes off. Says some shit to him, but you don't hear.
Yeah.
Kind of quiet from where you are, Raven, and now Coupler's inside. But he you can see that he like yelled some shit out. But Coupler, you heard that guy say that she's dead. Raven, you saw him take off. Hold on, let me get back to the map. Ooh. Yeah. Coupler, back over to you.
All right. So these guys are within about what, 3 meters of each other? Or
yeah,
6 meters of each other?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, good. I'm going to use my shorty to shoot both of them.
Nice.
Let's give you a handgun.
Now with that, isn't it? Because it's your shells, right? Not,
yeah,
not
so it is
slugs,
just to be
DV,
shotgun shell.
You just got to beat a DV-13 for them to take damage, right?
Should be.
Pretty sure shells is just a DV-13,
yeah,
DV-13. And then anyone in that range takes that. Yeah, that 2d6 or whatever it is from shell.
Yeah. So
go for it.
So I'm gonna drop 1 luck on that just for a little extra boost.
And this is your custom made, right?
Yep.
Nice. Hell yeah. And anybody interested in Coupler's custom made tools and weapons and things that he creates, invents and fabricates, we're going to post those tech sheets on the Cyberpunk Uncensored blog. You can see them on the Discord on the Free Stuff channel. But we're going to put them there on the blog along with all the other assets and things. But that's great. That was a hit. Give me the damage.
I hope it's good. It's only 336.
9.
Not great. but it's something.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the guy that came in that was kind of like looking and yelling back to Kid. He, the shells kind of hit him, and he just kind of like looks more annoyed than any damage. But the big guy that was kind of hovering over you with the blades that killed Janice and swinging on you, it seems that did a little bit of damage to him. It seemed to fuck him up a little bit. Back over to you, Raven.
I still have my rifles, so I can play peekaboo and shoot one of them.
You can.
If he's still in my range.
Yeah, you can see these two guys here. And you can see down the alley. Or no, those two are inside, sorry.
Yeah, everybody's inside.
That guy stepped in. Yeah. Let me move him over.
So
yeah, so you can see these two guys.
Like a little gopher, poke up and then shoot.
Yeah, it seems like you can see the more armored up guy on the left that has the pistol. And then the more kind of leather-bound, kind of big gorilla dude in a suit-looking guy to the right of him.
He doesn't have a weapon?
Not that you can see. Not that he's holding.
I'll shoot the guy with the weapon, obviously.
The big guy is kind of similar to the other big guy that had the pop-up melee blade that's attacking Coupler right now.
Yeah, hopefully his armor's not all crazy, but yeah, I'm going to shoot at him, and I'm going to do the same thing, pop up, and then drop down. Hopefully he doesn't see me.
Sure, what's the distance there? 25.
I don't know.
Okay, good. Then yeah, you just got to beat. I think it's a 13. That's 20. Or no, that's 25, right?
What now?
Or no, it's about 26. Yeah, so 13. Shoulder arms, 13. Nice, it's a hit. Yeah, give me the damage. Yeah, 23 would have beat either or, so I didn't even see that. Yeah, give me the damage. Damage on that rifle. That rifle round that hit that guy. Nice.
Crit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a crit. 3 6s.
Holy shit.
Oh,
wow.
shit. 3 6. 6 6 6. That's an evil crit right there.
Yeah, bitches.
All right, give me go to the crit table, the body crit table in the macro, and just roll on that, please.
Yes.
If you go where those 3 bars are. Well, that's an extra 5 of damage. Nice. Crushed fingers. -4 to all actions with that guy. Okay. Nice job. Yeah, you crack his hand. Blood spray kind of like yells out. You can tell that did quite a bit of damage to him. That took a toll on him, and it's given him that -4 on all his actions and such. Both of those guys, that guy as well, they kind of stop making their way down the alley towards Coupler, and they kind of like turn and are putting all their attention across the way, trying to see you basically. Trying to see where the shots are coming from. And again, you pop up, shoot, and hide back down, didn't you?
Yeah. I did a whack-a-mole, like boop, boop, boop.
Yeah. Yeah, and you hit, so that's great. But yeah, they're looking. Trying
Tell the lady, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, trying to get a beat on you. But yeah, the blade guy takes a swing at you, Coupler.
Okay.
A couple swings at you, I should say. I got a 20 and a 20.
Nope.
Nope.
And we getting fucked up because of this stupid bitch.
Ooh, I just got 2 6s and a 1. So that's 13 damage. Don't forget the melee.
Well, maybe if my sniper started shooting people before they got in the building, it would have helped out. Leaving me hanging. Hey, that just means you don't get any more nice bullets.
And that's another 5, and you have a broken arm.
Okay.
And you drop your anything held in that hand immediately.
So I'm probably gonna drop the.
I'll give it
I'm gonna drop the shorty.
Well, I'll give it a 50-50 chance if that was the arm. This wasn't an aimed shot. He swung. If you want to, again, roll a 1d10 and, odd, tell me odd or even.
Well, I'll drop. Which arm do you break?
Well, that's, it doesn't
That's
say.
what he's saying. It's like 50-50.
Yeah, I'm giving you 50-50.
I'll drop the arm with the shorty, so that's the one I'll drop. Or do you want me to roll to see which gun I drop? Because I'm confused by what you're trying to. Am I picking or
No, I thought you only had the shorty in your hand. Is what you had.
No, I have a heavy pistol and the shorty.
Oh,
I drew both my pistols.
Oh, I didn't realize you drew both your pistols, and both those are not concealed, and you can pull them out without taking an action. They're both
drawing weapons is not an action because they're both handguns.
Okay. Well, it is if you're. It takes an action if it's, to stow a weapon and to arm a weapon if it's not handy, like in a holster or whatever. You know what I mean? If it's concealed, it takes an action to take it out.
No, they're just always in my jacket. Just sort of
I didn't think you were concealing them in like the normal concealed way.
No, nothing special about them. Just sort of like.
I think the only one that has like a concealed would be Raven in her leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even that, a hidden holster doesn't take an action because it just pops out, so it kind of negates that. But okay, cool, that's fine. If you want to do that, I didn't know you had both. You can choose that. You drop that one. That arm is broken. Take the damage. Don't forget half that for the melee, but then add that other 5 that you get from the critical injury.
All right. So how much damage was that again?
I already moved the dice. I forget what I told you. I think it was a 6, a 6. Oh, it was 6, 6, and 1. That's right. It was 13.
Okay, 13, half my armor, so I'm at 8. That's going to be, what was that, 4, so I'll take 9 damage, plus, how much was it, 5?
Yeah, plus critical? An extra 5 damage from the critical injury.
14.
What are you at?
19, so I'm now below seriously wounded.
Okay, so now you have a -2 to actions.
Now, can I tell do we have like open comms right now where I can tell what's going on and like?
Yeah, remember I said we're on a group chat.
Yeah, so
we'll say Raven's also giving you.
So like I'm hearing all these couple are just getting fucked over, like all this other stuff. Since I have Trauma Team Silver, I'd like to call them for coupler.
Okay. You can do that.
So is it just I roll a 1d6?
Yeah. Yeah, because you already have the account. It's not like will they show up, it's when,
Yeah, I got the account way earlier, so yeah.
Yeah, go for it. 1d6.
Yeah, it's longer than I was hoping.
Yeah, so 5 rounds.
Lola should be there any moment now. She was only 1 street away.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just waiting to get through this round. Yeah, he does that, and sorry, I lost the initiative. Okay. Yeah, and the other guy that's standing there takes a shot at you. Coupler, the guy with the pistol. The guy that called out saying Janice is dead. What was that?
He's got to move away from that now. Roll.
Well, I can't even. I'm still on the ground. If I stand up, I still lose my move action. So I'm still gonna give him another round. Can't move while you're on the ground.
Can you stand up and then just run and not use your action?
Oh, it's a very heavy. Yeah, he missed, by the way.
That by prone. It's you sort of you have to use your move action to stand up.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, you have to use
an
action
situation to be on the ground.
Yeah, because he would have to use his turn to get up, his action. But that guy took a shot at you with his very heavy. The guy who yelled out the kid talking about her being dead already. He took a shot at you, missed. It just kind of hits the ground next to you.
Yeah, looking at prone again.
Yeah, and it's about that time another... let me see
question. So, it says get up. It says use an action to get up from being on the floor, a.k.a. prone.
Yep.
So couldn't he use the action and then use his move?
Yeah, but since I shot last time, I used my action to shoot.
No, I'm saying next round.
Yeah.
Your next round, at this point, it's time to, move, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's up to you,
Stop laying there taking it.
Well, it's about that time that it comes around. These guys who are looking across the way, trying to see where the shot came from Raven, that this truck kind of tears down the walk street there from the main street, coming from this direction, kind of where Kid took off. But they tear in, and you basically see it's Lola and about 4 or 5 of the other girls in the back of this truck. I'm not going to put, a bunch of tokens out there. It's just going to clutter up this alley in this area. But you can picture, right about where this truck is. It kind of peels in, and even streaks and kind of swerves around and stops right there, and Lola hops out with another girl. About 4 girls hopping out the back, and they're instantly engaged in fighting with these 2 guys right here that are standing out front. They hopped out and they read the room. They see this is the address, and they're just jumping out, already kicking ass. In fact, Lola got out and even shot some guy that was standing right over here out front of this food place. So they just kind of showed up, hopped out, and they're just kicking ass, not even worrying about taking names. But you see that going on. And those 2 guys are now engaged in them. Back over to Coupler.
All right.
I mean, maybe it's time to go back out now that Lola's here. I don't know, but then you're kind of running into these guys, so it depends on
I'm sure of that no matter where I'm going.
Yeah, and just to be clear, you're inside this door, which is a big open lobby. Everyone in this lobby is pushed up against the wall or already went to the stairs or elevator, other than the people that are behind the reception counter. It's kind of a rundown motel, hotel, if you will, but everyone's still kind of, back the fuck up. They're used to combat zone. Everyone's avoiding getting hurt. But that being said, the lobby is open. You can see right out the front of the lobby. You could beeline it out the front door or out the side door and alley where you came in. But then again, like Onryo said, you're going to be right there with those 2 guys. But those 2 guys are engaged in Willow Sisterhood too. They're all kind of fighting out front. But I just wanted to explain your area and what you have available.
And these guys know that, like, Kid just took off.
Yeah, so, whatever he said to them and took off, yeah. It's just you can't hear it because Coupler was inside at the time. Yeah.
I'm wondering, do I really want to write a new character or not?
November Alpha mentioning a Nat 20.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh shit, got my systems mixed up.
Nat 10, I guess.
It's your move, Coupler.
But yeah, Coupler, over to you.
Yeah.
You just took those big slices. The guy took a shot at you, missing. Janice is completely dead, turning blue, bleeding out on the ground next to you.
Hollow's gonna be pissed at you for letting her die.
Oh, I'm blaming you. You're the one who's just sitting across the railway. Like, what happened to hanging out there, like in front of the shop? You left us. I'm blaming you for this. But yeah, unfortunately, I definitely need support, and I need to let the girls know where I am. So I'm gonna definitely make a full run through, stand up. So use my action to stand up, and go through the front glass or the doors if I can reach them to get out here.
Yeah, you can do that. You can at least make it out front from back in that alley. What's your movement?
5.
Yeah, you can make it out to there, out front. But you get out there and you see some of the Willow Sisterhood fighting with those 2 guys. That guy with the blade is kind of following behind you. Same with the guy that took the shot at you. They definitely are trailing you. But you get out there, you see all the fighting going down, and for the sake of streamlining and making this happen, it's about that time. We'll say Combat Cab pulls up, or whatever cab, and Hollow and Onryo, you at least roll up to this chaotic scene. You get to the address, you see the Willow Sisterhood fighting with these 2 guys out front. This big Borg looking guy. This guy looks definitely street worn, carrying a very heavy. You can see Coupler running out the front of this motel. You see a couple guys, through the glass kind of chasing behind him.
I'd be going straight for Coupler with
and Hollow and Onryo though. Give me a perception roll. And what did you say, Onryo?
I said my issue would be going straight to Coupler, which if I'm right here, technically I would be within.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you guys can't see my Helio. 5 squares. With my katana in hand.
Okay. Yeah, you can see all the girls fighting out front on Rio, and you can, make your way right over to Coupler if you want. Hollow, you're seeing everybody there, and the 2 guys coming out of the front of the hotel kind of right on Coupler's ass. You can also see across the way Raven. You make her out, she's posted up across the way there. But yeah, Willow Sisterhood's fighting with those 2 out front. Why don't you click on your tokens and give me initiative too on Rio and Hollow so I can get you in the roll there.
That's not quick. No.
Okay, I'll put an initiative.
Very cool. Yeah, on Rio.
So yeah, I'm going here and like kind of covering. My intent would be to cover like Coupler's retreat. I'm assuming his intent is to, at this point, either go back to our like where's our the van he brought.
Where Raven is.
Oh, back here. Okay.
Yeah, you got to get.
My
up.
guess is he's going across.
Yeah.
Here, and then I'm covering his retreat. Basically, is my intent.
Okay. Yeah, you go there when you
and attacking. If either of these guys, because obviously these guys are playing with Lola's group. Yeah. If these guys come within range of my melee, I'm gonna. Whichever one's first.
Oh, they are. They're right. They're right behind Coupler. When you run over to Coupler, they're both right there. I mean,
if they're right in the range, then that's what I'm doing is attacking with my katana.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Which one? The big board guy or the weapon guy?
Who's taking the most? Like, who looks like they've gotten hurt?
I think the big board guy is the only one. Oh yeah, the big board guy is the only one that's taken damage.
All right. So yeah, anybody who looks like they've taken any,
go for it.
I see any damage on them.
Yeah, give me your swings 2 melee.
I'll throw a luck at this just for the sake of it. Where is my melee? There it is. So 20,
17, and 18. Give me your 2. First is a hit.
I can do it twice. I'll do another luck on the second one as well.
Next one's an 18.
Now 15. So
now, second one's a miss. First one's a hit. Go for it. Give me the damage.
So 11. That's melee.
Nice. Big gash out of the sky. Lots of blood loss. You can tell that did quite a bit of damage and took a big chunk of his armor out as well. He's got like some leathers on and such. Some light armor. But well, that's not a crit,
keyboard.
Is it? No.
Oh, okay, good.
Believe me, I would have told you.
Kitty! Yeah, but no, you can tell that did a lot of damage to him. The other guy is still kind of trailing behind him. But over to Coupler. Actually, Coupler or Hollow. Let's go to Hollow.
Okay. So my initiative is this. So I get the gun out. I'm gonna put some luck into my shooting.
Okay.
I think 2 luck would be good.
Right. Who do you want to shoot at?
And handgun or auto fire. Should I do handgun or auto fire?
There's the whatever you want. If it depends on if you're trying to do suppressive fire or if you're trying to do auto fire or.
Yeah, I think I'll do handgun.
Now, remember, you have your shoulder arms thing too, so that will give you better than using your handgun.
But the point I have it is only 1.
Yeah, but the stock turns you use your shoulder arms, so you'd be using a 4 instead of a 1. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's why he invented that shoulder arm.
Yeah.
So give me shoulder arms, and tell me who you're shooting at. Are you shooting at the 2 guys coming after Coupler? Behind him that on Rio just sliced at, or the 2 guys that are fighting with the Willow Sisterhood girls?
I'm gonna give Coupler some cover. Try and kill these people.
Okay. Yeah, so give me I think you did auto fire. You need you wanted to do shoulder arms, right?
Yeah.
With your SMG?
No. You gotta do the shoulder arms attack. If you're just
your shoulder arms skill. You'll see under your skill, this is shoulder arms.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're doing auto
there
fire,
it is.
But auto fire is much harder.
Nice. Are you shooting at the big board guy that on Rio sliced at that's already injured, or the other guy with the gun?
The other guy with the gun.
Okay. Yep, it's a hit. Give me the damage.
Damn.
Nice.
Not bad.
Yeah, big shot. He grunts out. You see him kind of give you a death look, and you see a little bit of look of surprise on his face, as well as the other guy's. You can tell that he was a little bit surprised to come out there and see that this guy on Rio is katana-ing, if that's a word, katana-ing his buddy,
Slice,
and then
slice.
Hollow is shooting at him. It's just coming out into some chaos. You can tell they look a little bit shocked there. Coupler, over to you. You come out to luckily see on Rio and Hollow rolling up and a bunch of the Willow Sisterhood, but you are not, you're borderline death's door here, Coupler. What are you doing?
Down but not out. So I'm gonna move a few steps. I can actually click on stuff.
Hell yeah, November. Kitty!
Alright. Oh, that's what. Okay, there it goes. Thing wasn't responding. Gonna take a step back. What's the shooting for pistols?
The range, like nothing.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what my best options are.
These guys seem to be the evading type.
So
Although
ultimately, it doesn't really matter.
although the big guy looks really injured, so he might be suffering from a negative mod.
I'm definitely gonna take a few steps back as best I can, just to get some distance.
I mean, you
So
can take
I'm
a couple steps back, shoot, and continue
Yeah.
your movement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can split your move. You can do whatever.
So I'm gonna take a shot at this guy here.
Okay. Yeah, the big board guy that's right behind you. In fact, let me move them
Yep.
up a little bit. I know it's kind of crowded here, but you guys are you guys know what's going on there.
Yeah.
It's a little crowded, but you get it. But yeah, give me your hand. Is it your handgun you're using?
My heavy pistol, so 2
Yeah,
shots.
go for it. 2 shots. Give me both of them.
And this one I'm gonna put 2 luck on. This is my last of my luck.
Yeah,
So
11 and 13.
hopefully it does some good.
11 and 13. First one's a hit.
Jesus.
Second
okay.
one's that's shoulder arms.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
shoulder arms? Well, my shoulder arms is the same as my handgun. They're both
Okay,
forced.
I'll take it. That's fine. Yeah, both are hit. Give me damage.
Okay.
Nice. Oh, is that a crit?
No.
No.
Not unless 2
Every
threes
time
equal
it's
the second
no.
assist. I know.
Get so bummed.
Hard to get those crits.
Nice. Yeah, that kind of makes the guy collapse. Yeah, those 2 rounds just thud into him. You just see him kind of like stumble back and kind of fall to the ground. It definitely did its toll on that guy. Raven, over to you.
Alright.
You still
Oh, you still have your
movement,
moves
no?
too. What's
Yeah,
that?
I was gonna move over closer to Hollow, at least a little bit, and shout to her that Janice is still inside.
You're not gonna tell her she's dead.
I'm gonna say she's dying inside.
I don't know if she's still around at this point, but
To be-
otherwise,
To be completely honest, I forgot to do her last 2 death saves.
yeah, I
Oh,
The doctor, I can't tell.
Yeah, you're not a doctor. You're a tech. You're like, I don't know. I didn't see any batteries or wires, and well, I know. Yeah, you can do that. You move over there. You're a little closer to Hollow. The Willow Sisterhood's kind of in between you, Coupler, and them and those 2 guys. You're making your way over to Hollow. Raven.
I'm gonna pop up and shoot again at the one that's the one that's shooting everybody. The one who has a gun.
Okay.
That was
Oh,
Yeah,
this
shut
guy
up.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me
Yes,
just
yes,
put
yes.
this guy out of commission. He's down. He's not dead, but he's down. But yeah, give me your shoulder arms.
I'm coming.
This guy's aware now.
That would be a mess.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you missed.
Crit miss.
Yeah, boo.
Yeah, you miss, and it hits Coupler, and Coupler is now dead. Good for you, Raven. Real good.
That would be a massive miss.
That would be.
Raven tripped over the little lady that keeps being nosy next to her. I'm like, God damn it, get away from me, lady.
I'm surprised they don't have some type of random crit fail thing where, like, you hit your teammates or kill them or something random. Like,
That's always dangerous to put in a game.
I know. It just
Yeah,
seems.
especially with this high kill game.
It seems
Yeah.
so
I think
right
they made the
for
mistake the
Cyberpunk,
first
though.
time around.
Yeah, that's true.
That never feels
Um,
good, and that's not.
But yeah,
Okay.
that big guy's on the ground. You can tell he's struggling to stay alive. The other guy that's right there takes a shot at Coupler as he's making his way over there. Oh, that's a pistol. Sorry. Oh, let me just check it real quick. Oh, that's only 5 meters. Yep, that's a hit.
That'd be sick.
Hit you right in the ass.
Yeah, it's a hit. Oh.
How many rounds have we gotten, by the way, before a trauma team shows up?
I think 2 more, right?
Fair. That sounds about right.
Oh, no, it would only be 1 more, because I did streamline you guys showing up. So we'll say traumas are going to be there next round. That's fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
13 points of damage. Coupler.
Alright, so I'll take 6 of that. Puts me at 13 HP.
Oh, shit.
Still haven't killed me yet, Rob.
Yeah, he does that. Those 2 guys are still fighting with... Yeah, that's what I'm trying... Damn it! The Willow Sisterhood, those 2 guys are fighting... really preoccupied with the girls are really just dominating those guys. In fact, one of them was just killed. You can see he was dismembered through the course of a bunch of melee and shots. But that's what they're doing. They're all fighting. And you can hear Trauma Team approaching. You can hear sirens in the distance, getting closer. In fact, let me trigger some sirens here. Hopefully they'll trigger in time. But yeah, you hear sirens coming. You know, Trauma Team is on the way. They're going to be here probably by the end of this next round. Yep, back over to you on Rio.
So I'm going to step over to this guy and attack this dude here that just shot at Coupler yet again.
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm going to do a luck on this.
Are you're doing your katana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me both swings.
That'd be 15. I'm doing another luck on... Which I'm going to do
first one's a miss.
This be 2 luck. So 19.
Second one's a hit. Give me the damage.
Ooh, 7. Not great.
Nice is something.
Yeah, nice
but
big
now I'm
slash.
in his face, so...
Yeah, you're right there. Nice big slash. Okay, who's next on the initiative? Apollo.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot again at the guy I shot at before. Unless he's dead.
Nope.
No, it's the same dude.
Yeah, no, he's still there.
Okay. So, shoulder arms.
Yep. Oh. Huh. You'd have to crit fail, because I crit failed. Yeah, hit. Give me your damage.
Crit damage.
Damage 8. Nice, you take that shot. Hits him. You can tell it did a little bit of damage, nothing major, but he's hurting. He's definitely hurting. The other guy's kind of nearby, getting overwhelmed by the sister Willowhood, fighting with them. Coupler, back over to you.
Coupler's gonna move over behind by the car next to Hollow. And he's gonna take shots at the big guy over here.
Okay. You have a -2 to all your actions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. This is your very heavy pistol?
Yep. Okay. Oh, that's my heavy pistol. It's not a very heavy pistol.
Oh, okay, then give me 2.
So
You're both
15
rounds.
and 26. What was that last part?
He's still rolling.
Yeah, 17 and 15. What did you get? Yep, second's a hit. Give me the damage. Oops.
All right.
Still 14. Not a crit. But still, decent damage.
I just want crit damages all the time.
Better.
They keep getting green, but they're not landing. Yeah, you can describe how you just ended this guy's life. He's taken a lot of damage from Willow's Sisterhood, but it's your blow that ends him. Your shot.
Kill dealer.
Well, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with what November mentioned earlier. It's just the round catches him right low in the crotch, and you just sort of see him like buckle and just collapse.
A shot directly to the head of his penis. It's incredible.
The Mystic Card was did not have SP.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, this guy's done. He is donezo. Willow's Sisterhood kind of cheers out with that blow as that dude crumbles. A couple of the girls kind of make their way over to you, Coupler. Raven?
I'll go ahead and poke up again and shoot at that guy.
Okay, yeah. Go for it. Your rifle? Your shoulder arm? Sorry.
Yeah, give me a second. I don't know why I keep closing out my screen like an asshole. That's a little bit better.
Yep, it's a hit. It's got to beat 15. Give me damage.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, you can describe how you just ended that guy.
I shot him from across the room, and I hit him in the right ball sack.
Crotch shots for everyone.
Oh no!
It's just that type of session. See what you started, November. I'm blaming November Alpha 7 in chat. Hit him with the crotch shots. He got what he wanted. You got what you wanted. I hope you're happy. But yeah, you do that shot. He crumbles down. Trauma team pulls, just kind of hovers down in. Everyone's backing up as, wind is whipping around from the turbines, and they just kind of come in and are hopping out. As they're jumping out of the AV and scrambling to search for who is in need of help, you see Willow's Sisterhood kind of all lay down on the ground with their weapons in hand. They don't want to be stuck standing with weapons as Trauma Team enters this chaotic scene. What's everybody else doing as Trauma Team's coming in and you see this going down?
So I just yell out, to Trauma Team, I'm on Rio. That's the guy you're taking in, and I'm pointing to Coupler.
Okay.
Yell at Rio. No, get the girls inside. Get the girl inside. Like, I'm alive. I'm well. I'll be okay.
All right.
I can fix it.
If they can do that, then I'll see if they can, we've taken out all the guys. See if you can help the girl inside. We're going to get out of here. Take her to, the nearest hospital, or, wherever they end up taking her.
Her name is...
do anything for her. And then we're going to start walking over,
Ridge.
or running over
and
to
what's
the
Hollow doing when Trauma Team rolls up and Onrio's telling them that?
Well, I start heading back to the van because I don't want to die.
Okay. Well, that's what I was wondering. I was wondering how everyone's handling it as Trauma Team rolls in, because as you know, sometimes Trauma Team they'll roll into a fucked up situation, and if people are shooting or have weapons out, they might consider it a threat if they're trying to extract their target.
Yeah, but, I mean, if we've taken out, I'm putting my katana away as I'm.
Yeah.
There's no
and you're highest on
with my katana.
And you're highest on initiative. It's your subscription. So you were able to kind of, as soon as they roll in, be like, whoa, it's me. Help him. Coupler's like, no, help her inside. Trauma Team's like, okay, we're going in. But they all storm in as you guys are kind of taking off and heading over the overpass to head towards the van. You see Trauma Team coming out on Rio as you guys are making your way over the overpass, carrying Janice, and one of them just kind of waves over and just says, this one's already passed.
So I just nod and, well, okay, unfortunate, but, obviously this was a fuck up to begin with. So, I mean, I don't know if we want to have Coupler just so that there's some reason for them to come out here. I don't know if they're going to be pissed, even though we have one person who's gotten majorly critical hit and one person dead. I don't want them pissed off at, obviously, it took a little longer to get here than I was hoping, so.
Hey, it's your credits.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm paying per month for this anyway, so it doesn't,
Right. No, exactly. They don't get mad. They show up. You have the subsubscription, regardless if they have to do a job or not.
Unfortunately, it just it took a little too long, and just things worked out that way. So I mean,
yeah.
I'll let them know. That sucks, and I say obviously, if Coupler's able to drive, we can drive him to a hospital, or he can drive to a hospital, and then we can take, I don't know how we want to do that, because
within your subscription,
or I guess it doesn't matter at this point.
Trauma Team can take him in if you want, because keeping in mind he has a -2, so that does come into factor with driving. If anything happens on the way there where he has to do a driving check. So you do have the option. You can do the drive. Chance if something happens, it may probably not, but might. Or Trauma Team can always take him. You have the subscription.
Yeah,
it's already paid.
I'd say have Trauma Team take him, and I'll drive the van.
Do you
I
have
think the highest reflex?
Yeah, your reflex in driving, is it at least greater than 9? Or is it dexterity with driving? Sorry, hold on.
It's reflex, I believe.
Yeah, it's got to be at least greater than 9. Otherwise, you have to check every round to beat a DV13.
If I use... So what I'll do is I have just enough IP to raise my drive, which my drive and reflex would be 9.
Okay.
So I'll use the last... I literally have 0 IP now.
Okay.
So at least now I have some ability to drive, I guess.
See what see what you're causing, Coupler. See what you made him do.
Yeah. Oh,
now
20
he,
IP.
Now he has to share in the driving responsibilities.
Still drive. It's probably my... I only have one broken arm, and it's probably my mechanical one. I can fix that.
Yeah, oh, I mean, if it's...
It's true. You can.
Yeah.
Well, either
I'm
way,
over here.
you might as well, like... I was going to take it anyways at some point, because we can't have just one person driving all the time.
A little bit.
It's a little frustrating.
All right, you got it. Coupler, you hop into trauma.
Can somebody get my shotgun before you guys leave, please?
Good thinking.
I don't want to make another.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if it's still on the ground, then yeah, I'll go, since I'm kind of still over there.
It's by her body.
And it's a custom made, you know?
Yeah, so I'll go grab the shotgun.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you grab that. Coupler gets a nice escorted ride to the hospital.
I obviously, Coupler throws me the keys at some point.
Yeah,
he forgot. He forgot. You're at the van right now. Like, oh shit, really?
Yeah.
No, you got the keys. It's fine. I won't be that mean of a GM. That'd be fucked up. That'd be like too many details, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got the keys. You're able to get in the van. Willow Sisterhood barely took any damage from these guys. They were able to kind of overpower them. So after Trauma Team gets Coupler out, you see the girls just say, hey, just hit us up. Let us know how Coupler turns out. And they get in the van and kind of take off, or in their truck, rather.
Yeah,
tend to their wounds.
know.
That building's still smoking, by the way.
Fair. These guys, before we leave, like, are they now dead?
Oh yeah, those guys are dead. There's
like, I know one of them was kind of dying.
No, he died. All those guys are dead. And
my intent is, as I go in the shotgun and come back, I make sure they're all dead and they're not coming back to say what dead men don't talk. So
yeah, you do that. Yeah, as you walk past each one, you just take the katana out and just like a nice little jab to everyone's head.
The samurai finish off
little
into
the
back move.
Raven yells back, pickpocket them too while you're at it. Grab some cash, because they work for Kid.
That's true. I guess.
As you're going through and stabbing, what I was trying to interject there when you were saying that and before Raven said that is, as you're getting the shotgun and coming back through, the second Trauma Team leaves and the bodies are dead and there's no more shots being fired, you're going to get the shotgun. People are coming out of the shops, out of the woodworks. Everyone's kind of gathering around these bodies and like frisking them down and shit instantly, very Combat Zone style. All of a sudden, no one is scared. But you're coming out as people are kind of doing that and finishing off the bodies with the head, with jabs or whatever. You can attempt to loot these bodies as well with the crowd as you're going through if you want.
I'll just leave them.
Yeah, screw it. I don't care that much at this point. I just want to get out of here. So I'm not even going to bother. I'll finish them off, obviously, but I'm not going to sit there and loot them. So.
Okay, yeah, you finish them off. People are looting the bodies. And y'all make your way... sorry, just throws me off in chat. November saying critical injury to the nuts. Sorry, I had to say it. But yeah, you make your way through. You make it to the van. You got the keys. You're in it. You got the drive skill now. You're all in there. None of you have taken damage, right? Unrio took damage the previous night.
Yeah, I haven't. I've got.
Never really had time to heal, but no one took damage from any of this today, right?
Except Coupler. No. Except for Coupler.
Coupler almost died.
And
Yeah. Started to get left hanging out in the wind there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a discussion with our media friend Nostradamus. Be like, okay, what happened there?
Yeah. And as you're leaving, you get a message, a text from Kid, and the message just says, "Yeah, I can confirm that bitch is taken care of. Tell your girl don't even stress it anymore."
I'm not gonna respond at this point. I'll just let it go as I'm, walking through. I see it on, my peripheral on my, Chiron on my virtual LDIs. But,
yeah.
I just kind of shake my head and be like, God damn it.
All right, cool. And that's where we'll end our session. You heading back? Well, first off, you left. Are you heading to the hospital where Coupler went to go get patched up and stabilized, and grabbing him and heading back to the warehouse? Or are you going to the warehouse and he'll show up later after getting stabilized?
I guess.
Wrap up the
there's
day.
no reason. Is there any reason to go to the hospital? Because it's gonna technically it takes like several hours to like fix broken arms and all that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll say that.
Yeah. So I'd say we'd be heading back to the
warehouse.
Our place.
Better you and Hollow stay out of the public eye at the moment.
Kind of,
Exactly.
yeah. That's kind of what I'm still thinking, even with my light tattoo.
See, it's funny because that's kind of what I was thinking too.
So we're gonna head back to the thing once he gets fixed up.
Coupler.
Either we can drive or pick him up or get a cab to drive him back or whatever.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, and you do that. You make it back to the warehouse. Gristle's there, happy as hell to see you. Coupler's in the hospital getting taken care of. You and Hollow laid low and made it back, not really dealing with any of the public eye or shit like that. Raven's chilling. And that's the session. You guys did well. You made it through. No one died. And then, we can...
Technically.
None of us died.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of you all died. Coupler almost died.
Gotta try harder next time, Rob.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens next week. I know, like you said, you want to hit up Nostradamus, kind of see what happened in this situation. You also know that Precinct 3 has put that report out with your image, you and Hollow, for questioning. Other than that, unfortunately, Hollow, Alexis is dead. She's passed. There is no more, so you don't have a girlfriend anymore. But hey, you don't have all the stresses that came with Alexis. She was a handful, to say the least, huh?
Well, and we have the extra other $50,000 right now, or $45,000 if it was $95 to begin with.
Yeah, it was $95. So you're sitting on about 45,000 eddies that you got from her stash. Remember?
Yeah. She's not going to need it now.
Hollow doesn't seem excited about that. I'm like, you got 45,000. She's like, yeah.
Well, I just lost my girlfriend. I actually cared about her and everything. My character's a little bit in shock there. I'm just like, son of a bitch, so close.
Yeah, I'm honestly I'm shocked that, once again, you guys split the party. You do it like every fucking session. And then, getting caught splitting it even further with, Raven outside and then Coupler. Like, you guys always blow my mind and throw me such curveballs. I have to juggle and figure it out as I go. I make plans. I make backup plans. And Coupler, the terminology I always use. Like, I have back pocket things to pull because I do that in every session because I like to prepare and have angles and, be multifaceted and ready. And you guys constantly, throw me for a fucking whirlwind. It's unbelievable. I don't even know the right terminology to explain what it is, but you guys, you keep me on my fucking toes, to say the least. It's exciting.
That did not go... That kind of... It didn't go the way I thought it would go.
It didn't go the way I thought it was going to go.
Yeah, I didn't think it was either.
None of us.
What exactly were you shopping for down there? Across the street, furthest way possible from
I
the
thought
shop?
You were talking to me. I was like, I stopped shopping the second I heard you needed help.
Yeah.
You know how I felt about the chick anyway, so I was just going around looking at shit. I didn't care.
But you know,
but the fact is, I was there too. I remember that. Remember that next time you get your legs.
But it was like I definitely thought it was it was intense with that many people there. Coming in with Kid, because of the way that it went with you splitting the party and stuff. I was like, all right, well, not any of the different options I had planned and things, but let me roll with the realistic side to what would happen because I knew, Doc's connection to Kid and him ditching. It wasn't necessarily going to go exactly like that, but I played it in the way that Doc would have reacted with knowing Kid and stuff and what was going down. But, man, at that point I was like, all right, well, fuck it. Kid's rolling in. He's bringing a bunch of his thugs. Like, you guys are going to have to, very Inquisitor style, like that Elf episode, similar in a way. I was like, they're going to have to either hunker down, couple's going to have to, hunker down or something, because, him and Raven alone, they're not going to do it. And then I was thinking, man, maybe they'll remember to call Willow Sisterhood on. Rio remembered that. So I was like, awesome. Okay, cool. At least they thought about getting some backup. but Coupler grabbing Janice and running out the side door. I was like, oh my God, like, holy shit. Like, it's just, I could just picture it all going down like some crazy action movie where it was just, I was just like nonstop, like, fuck it. All right, they're chasing him. They see her. He's slashing at her, slashing at him. Like, I'm doing the hit points. Like, fuck, he just killed her. Like, it just got really intense. It was crazy. I loved it.
Too funny.
It was funny. But yeah, great job. Great job getting through it at least. That was pretty sticky for Coupler, though. Got close. I know you took a lot of damage. It would have
been a little more interesting if I had rolled a 1 on the
oh yeah.
team.
Oh, big time. Oh, hell yeah.
Well, to say the least.
And I definitely streamlined, you and Hollow rolling in because, again, splitting the party, my other option to drag you in, like, am I dropping a weird encounter or some side thing so you guys can have some? I was like, fuck, but it was so realistic to what was going on. I wanted to keep it more feeling real.
Yeah.
So the only thing I could do at that point, I hope it felt all right with everyone, was just streamlining. Okay,
Yeah.
Unreal and Hollow showed up at least to get a little bit of that action and get you in there a little bit. But it's always difficult when things get split and there's different things going on, and then you're trying to get there in time. That it's difficult to juggle making it feel real and still making sure everyone can get there and have fun. So, but I think everyone handled it well. And like I said, you remembering to call Willow Sisterhood pretty much saved the day. I think that's probably the only thing that saved Coupler's life, to be honest. To be completely honest. If Onryo didn't remember to call them, what was that?
There goes my Rocker Boy character.
Have faith. There's still time. I'm still going to kill you.
Or Raven's going to kill you.
Or Raven will kill you.
It's not Raven's trying hard, too.
Oh, yeah. All right, awesome.
Well,
what was that?
That's what solos do. They hang out in the background and make sure everything's okay, and that's what I did.
That's true. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I appreciate y'all playing with me. We're gonna do this next Wednesday. I have the one shot. Anybody watching on chat? I've got my ongoing one shot this Saturday. I think once again we're doing it at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard, and then next Wednesday we're going to continue on with Team Nameless here, 6 p.m. Pacific. And then after that, I think we're going to lock into a possible monthly schedule with Team Nameless. I know we were doing it weekly, and we've been doing it for months. We're on like session 24. I'm excited about the way things are going, and don't get me wrong, it's so much fun. But I do have another weekly that's going to be starting up, a partnership weekly ongoing that I can't really talk about just yet, but I'm going to be promoting it soon. We're going to be looking for players for those sessions, actually. So keep your eyes and ears open for that and your chance to kind of apply for that opportunity. But that being said, that's starting up, as well as some big film production that me and Val were hired to help do. We're doing production design and stuff. It's just going to be taking a lot of energy. So we're going to focus on some of the series, the ongoing shows, the other GM's live play, my live play, this Team Nameless, and my ongoing monthly. Those are going to go to a monthly game. That weekly is going to kind of take over a majority of focus until we hit May. Then we hit that big film we're working on. We're probably going to take a little break on the gameplay in May. We're going to focus on series and tutorials. I think on Rio and Coupler, you guys might get together and stream something or put out a little fun episode. We've just got some other people kicking out content for Cyberpunk Uncensored, so we're going to constantly be putting out stuff. It's just really going to affect some of the gameplay stuff that I'm personally doing. So, but once we get through that, after that film, after May and June, a little bit in June, I think we're flying out to Indiana to film for a week or so. When we get back, we'll reevaluate the schedule. We'll see what we're doing with my new weekly. We'll see if this continues to be monthly, if we do bi-monthly or we get it back to weekly. We'll see how we're feeling with the scheduling and stuff after that little break. But I wanted that to be said so everybody knows what to expect. Other than that, thanks so much everybody tuning in to the live stream and contributing to the chat. I always love that. It's a lot of fun. And everybody checking out the YouTube, the VOD version. Make sure everybody that's checking out this live stream on Twitch, go over to the YouTube and subscribe so you don't miss any of that content. Everybody on the YouTube checking out the VOD, make sure you head over to Twitch and you follow us here so you don't miss any of the live streams. Other than that, any final words before I kill the stream from Raven?
Nut shots.
Any final words from Onryo before I kill this stream?
I just wanted to say, thanks for the follows for a few people: Nick, Simulated,
oh yeah, thanks so much.
Aiden Clark Twitch, Reaper X Gaming, November has been, typing a lot of stuff in the chat. Appreciate it all. So, definitely check out Discord, check out, the YouTube, the VODs here and Twitch, and we, looking forward to next week.
Oh yeah, I like November says Team Nameless makes Wednesday Friday. I like that. That's awesome. Yeah, you guys, it's a lot of fun. I'm almost like a little bit sad to push it monthly, but it has to be done with that new weekly and the film coming up, and then we'll get back in. We'll find balance and we'll make it cool. But we've been going so long. Could use just a mini break from this, just a little step back, so we can get some of these other things cooking, and then we'll be back in full force. Don't even stress it. But any final words from Coupler before I kill the transmission?
Coupler's down but not out. He survived one more session.
Hell yeah. Hollow?
3 names, 2 robberies, and 1 dead corpse.
Oh yeah, nice.
Single and ready to mingle, right?
Hey, yeah, and it was single and ready to mingle, because that's where Hollow's at now, I guess, right?
Oh no.
Like she's already moved on. Like she's
like, well, I guess I need to find a replacement.
That's cold. That is cold.
Second, I stole from kid, I need a new girlfriend. I want you to survive, but I want to keep my money.
It would have been appreciated to know if the part of I want you to survive, if you're in any way doubting that, I would have liked to known that beforehand, other than literally putting my life at risk for this woman because you're my friend.
Survive,
Oh my god.
It makes a very good bag of life. Come out, I'm older, in the country. Kid's finally gone. We can be together. Okay, she's not quite that cold.
All right.
Rethinking this friend group.
Well, yeah, if we move this to monthly, maybe you can use the downtime to find a completely new group where you don't have to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me see. I think I still have that card from the wrestler guy. Pretty sure he always used friends.
That's funny. Oh yeah, and I want to mention that too. Anybody watching in the team, I've been, we just did that deep dive on tech with Trins from Wandering DM. I was talking to her. Jimenez, Anino Gaming is also one of the supporters on Patreon and has joined us before. I talked to all of them, and probably going to do some more crossover stuff, as well as with my monthly one-shot. So even though we're going to kick back a little less than weekly, we're still going to have fun with it. Definitely some cameos and crossovers, and I would love to see if we can get some of our players to hop in some other GM games too. A little cross promo and stuff. It'd be fun. But yeah, we're planning on that. So everyone stay tuned on that info. But yeah, so much fun again playing with y'all. So much fun having everybody tune into the live stream and contribute to the chat. I can't thank y'all enough. Make sure you subscribe, share, like, all that good shit. And we'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.